I love that. You know what I just did? I'm going to say this. I went through the whole opening and I screwed it. Then didn't they tell me at the end of it, hey, you're not live. So I was like, okay, we got to go through this all again.
Now we're live.
Now we're live. Welcome, everybody, to the Mother's Day Spectacular, whatever you want to call it. We just, because we missed it this morning because everybody was out doing Mother's Day things. So I was like, okay, we need to push it back to like maybe tonight sometime. We're like, okay, can we physically do this? Is this doable? So yeah, we got our panel. We got Ironcaster.
Hello.
We got Keith from Culture Minefield.
Greetings, everyone.
We got Pablo over here from Midnight Jets, Espinal. Go sub to them. They're awesome.
Hey everyone.
And then we got Clavi and Marc, because Clavi's he's an honorary member of the gang, so so. He's been there since the start. Just like Pablo has actually been here since the first stream, so he's an honorary member too. So
thank you very much,
he's an original member of the channel, basically.
When do I get my membership card and flight ring?
You'll get that next week sometime. UPS is just screwing up right now. So Hell to the chat. Welcome everybody. I'm so glad to see that go to see everybody that's out there came to the channel. We're just going to be talking about first off, thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day, and to you that have loved ones passed on. God bless you, and it's hard to say because I my grandmother was like my mother to me, so I understand. So we're gonna talk about our favorite pop culture mothers, and then probably go on. We're gonna Pablo is gonna be showing some more of his toys, and then we're gonna go through the catalog a little bit more.
I got some toys from the attic.
Catalogs.
Yeah, and then Pablo has his demented figures where he lives in his country. So that's everybody always loves that one. So Keith, since you're and I'll go to Ironcaster. Keith, since you're the newest one here, basically. Well, Iron, you've already been on once, right?
Yes, I was on last week, I believe.
Okay, yeah. I sometimes I gotta forget because I'm like Tom. I go to a bunch of different streams. But Keith hasn't been here in a while, so we'll start with Keith first. Hasn't been here in a few weeks. So, who are your favorite pop culture mothers?
Oh wow, pop culture mothers. Starting with Dana Scully, Gillian Anderson from the X-Files. She is a really good pop culture mom. Not originally their intention to write her as one, but the way they incorporated that into their story is phenomenal. And that's all due to Chris Carter and his writing staff. And, just being a great actress that she is, Gillian Anderson, who's now become more than just that. There's an entire generation now that know her more for her roles since that role. So number 2 on my list would have to be Xena Warrior Princess, Lucy Lawless. Great, just an incredible part. Again, not something that I would have expected from that character given how the show started. And if you've seen the first season, especially the original introduction of the character on Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, you never would have thought that this would have been a woman that would have become a mom. Great character, great show, really well written, and I've had the opportunity to meet the actress that several times that played her daughter. So just great show. And then third, June Robinson, or Dr. June Robinson, as they have her on Netflix's version of Lost in Space. Both actresses are really good, and I like their portrayal of that particular character. So those are three. Those are my top three. As far as comic book goes, I'd have to say, you know what? Number one would have to be Queen Hippolyta in Wonder Woman, leading the Amazons and just being just a bad A, you know. And then after that would be Sue Storm, Fantastic Four.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic Mom.
Yeah.
That is definitely an angle that you may not immediately pursue once they come to film. That definitely has to play somewhere either in the sequel or definitely by the third film. And then third place would have to be Ma Kent.
Yeah, I would have to say that. Yeah, I would have to say the top in the comics would be Ma Kent and Sue Storm. I mean, well, you got to add Aunt May in there because she was Peter's surrogate mother. So
that was going to be the first one on my list.
So those three.
I didn't mean to take up all the oxygen, so you know.
No, you're fine. Ironcaster, what's your three? And it can be the same as his, but you could have it for different reasons. So what's yours?
Well, I think probably one of the first ones that comes to mind for me is going to be Pamela Voorhees. I mean, the series the Friday the 13th started with her, and she was a mother who was dedicated to protecting her son.
Interesting. Yep.
I mean, next would probably be Aunt May, just because it's she's a mother figure that everyone looks to and remembers.
Cool.
And I think I'm gonna give my last one for my third is Rosalina from Mario. She was, she's the mama. Of course, we could also point to Peach, Mama Peach.
Wait, there's a theory about Peach being the mother of Rosalina in a time loop or something like that.
Yeah, I've heard some weird ones like that. Some weird ones out there like that.
Yeah, I've heard some weird ones like that.
Where they're like, oh, Luigi and Peach made...
Yeah, exactly, from a channel called Game Theory.
Yep.
Those videos were good, man.
Yeah.
Of course, then he just became a Five Nights at Freddy's channel for a while there.
Yeah. I was like, can you like chill on the Five Nights at Freddy's? I love your channel, but it's killing it. I'm like,
and then they Disney-fied.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, that's my list.
Yeah. Okay. Pablo, what's yours?
Okay. First of all, Big Mama or Ava. If you haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5, well, she literally is the badass mom that we all wanted to have. And I mean it. She can ride a motorcycle and shoot someone at her 60s, 70s. So yeah, she's kind of badass. Then I will go with obscure game, Sanitarium.
Ooh.
Mother is good. Mother is great. Mother will kill them all. And the third one, that's okay. I have a little bit of a tie because GLaDOS is the mother of all the abominations on the laboratory. So I will go for GLaDOS. But there's a game that actually is called Mother, and it's full of great mothers.
Yeah, it is.
The question is, I will go with Mother. You know, the mother on Airbound, she is always helping you. She is always comforting you. And if you said some weird ass shit in the beginning of the game, she will offer you some crazy shit whenever you go home. So I'll go with that.
Okay, Marc, what is your favorite pop culture mothers?
All right, so got a few, and of course, being a huge Fantastic Four fan, Sue Storm is right up there. Some great adventures, great adventures with the family. So I think Keith is right. They have to maybe the way they bring the Fantastic Four, and they'll bring them in already with Franklin and possibly just to avoid the whole aging thing. But yeah, I think that would be that's a kind of a dynamic you kind of miss sometimes in the comics too, but or it's not highlighted, but it's there. It's definitely a great part of that story. Is the Marvel's first family. Badass moms, Ripley. I mean, although she's protecting Newt, and but she is a mom. Part of the story, I guess. Spoiler alert. When she comes back, unfortunately, her daughter has aged, but she's acting as a surrogate mom to Newt, so that's incredible. In Aliens, that's an incredible sequence. And to pick another obvious choice would be Sarah Connor from Terminator, although we'll ignore what happened in that latest movie that I haven't watched. That's an incredible
we won't talk about that part.
And if you haven't watched the Sarah Connor Chronicles on that was the TV series, that was a fantastic TV series that was a shame was canceled, because I thought that they did a really great job of portraying her, what she did as a mom to protect John. And TV series is fantastic too, because it could just expound on all those what's happening in the family dynamic, and there's a lot to it. So if you haven't caught that series, definitely look that up. I'm sure it's probably streaming somewhere. And of course, Aunt May is fantastic surrogate mom to Peter Parker. Let's see, some off the wall. I was just looking at thinking of off the wall. I guess Marge Simpson is a famous pop culture mom, but maybe not the typical mom that you would look up to, maybe. But she holds that family together, which is crazy cartoon family.
Yeah.
But that's she's got, how long have the Simpsons been on TV now?
35 years, I think.
Yeah,
35 years.
So Simpsons are definitely part of our pop culture. So I'm trying to think if there's any other moms that I'm sure
Griffin, but I don't know if she will go in any list.
Yeah.
But there's just so many. Happy birthday and all those. Happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, happy birthday. Yeah.
What are you the Mad?
The Mad Hatter now. I get some more caffeine going here. Yeah.
The Mad Hatter now.
All those moms out there. So that's why we thought we'd jump on later tonight to have the stream, because it'd be fun to talk about all those special people in our lives that we really look up to. So
yeah, and I like I said, my grandmother was very special in my life. I still think about her every single day. So she was the one that, because my mother wasn't there for me a lot of the time. So my grandparents, they were my grandparents, and my uncle, my aunt and uncle were, because my dad was always at work. He would have to work 2, 3, 4 jobs, like sometimes. And so it was either my grandparents or my aunt and uncle. And I love them, even though he passed away about a year or two ago. She's still around, but, God bless the, she is, but you know what I'm saying. So
yeah.
Mike, what is your favorite pop culture? I know what one of yours is going to be already, because but go ahead.
Norman Bates' mother. Again, most of them have been named. I guess one of my favorites, of course, would be Maureen Robinson from The Real Lost in Space, not the New Filth. Played by the wonderful June Lockhart, who was also the mother on Lassie, of course, as we all know. She is, because she's the first mother figure to me that I ever watched on TV, because I'm very old and I loved that show. And again, everyone else has pretty much hit all the best ones, like Ma Kent, and of course the wonderful Susan Storm Richards. Of course, I don't like Valeria, but of course Franklin is great. Yeah, and Ma Kent, like you said, again, Aunt May definitely counts. So, No, yeah, you all named all the best ones. So.
I thought you were gonna say Sue because you know.
I just did.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he said
Okay,
so. Yeah.
okay.
I did Susan Storm Richards.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Alright.
No, but you all handled it quite well and hit a lot of the good ones. Of course, there's so many. I mean, you take forever really to name them all. But in terms of just geek stuff, well, pop geek stuff, yeah. Those are,
Yes.
Although, the great show Babylon 5, Myra Furlong does become a mother at the end there, so I don't think it counts, I guess, because we never see their
what?
kid.
I forgot about that. That's great. Yes, yes.
But we don't get to see the kid, but Spoiler.
I keep saying that's one of the things that Warner Brothers, in their stupidity, they have an entire universe that they could instantly turn to and churn out some stuff, and starting with their son, and starting with, you could have all new characters set within that Babylon 5 universe, but wow, it's just mind-boggling that they the amount of stuff they don't know. That is the biggest deficit to all things that they have, and especially to DC, is Warner Brothers.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mark, I was going to say Beverly Crusher, but as much as she's nice and everything, she gave birth to the most annoying little twerp ever lived.
Yeah, that nobody likes. We all know.
Or Wesley, yeah. Of course, as a kid, you watch that animated series, animated and watching Star Trek. I wish I could go on the Enterprise someday. That was so. I guess everyone. I think the consensus is that was kind of Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, he named him after him. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but unfortunately, whatever actor took that spot was, doomed to be on, the way the scripts are written. It was, he was saving the day. Or I guess once we get to that on your show, once we review TNG, that first season is pretty painful. But I guess she would be up there as one of the moms I would think about. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I have to agree on that, dude. It's
And then Dana Scully, that's a great pick, Keith, too, because and I think wasn't she pregnant in real life, so they wrote her into her pregnancy into the show, or is that?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She was afraid. She had only told her co-star David Duchovny, and she was afraid that she was going to be fired because Fox didn't want her when they were casting for the show. And she finally she finally was able to tell Chris Carter, who was the showrunner and creator of the show. And they decided to embrace what was happening rather than get mad. And they wrote it into the plot so that, and then that's the reason why they worked around it, because they didn't want Fox to jump in and try to use that as a way of firing her and bringing in someone else.
Yeah. Oh, but if you stay with Star Trek, there aren't really many in Trek, but Loxana Troy and Keiko, they're good. They're great mothers.
Keiko, especially.
Yeah.
Well, there's also Dax.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I guess she wasn't. Well, Dax was a mother in other incarnations. Yeah, that's true.
Jennifer Sisko, just from how well that Jake turned out.
Yeah,
even though you don't really get a chance to meet her
much. Yeah,
good mom.
You're right. That's a good point.
Yeah, she's just in the first episode, and then flashbacks. I guess, right?
And then there's an alternate version of her later. But
So,
well, we won't mention Tom Paris then as a parent, right? Then and Janeway.
Yeah.
Well, technically, then that really gets you. B'Elanna Torres is really who you're meaning, because she does become a mom eventually.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. But we don't get it for very long. Just like with Delenn, we never get to see their son, but still she turned out to be a mom. So yeah, that's right. Oh well, and sort of. Kira was a mother in a sense when she helped give birth to Keiko's child.
Oh yes. Yes, she did. Good call.
That would be a good one though. That would be a good one.
Yeah. And then wasn't Sarah Jane a mom in Doctor Who?
No.
Didn't she? And the
Wasn't
later,
it in the K9 series?
Yeah, she didn't give birth to Luke, but yeah, she was his mom. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so she,
Sarah's
you know,
Adventures. He was remember he was gestated quickly and grew to the size of like a 10-year, 11-year-old boy immediately because of the Slovene.
Yeah.
So yeah, she raised him. So there you go.
There is one more. Aaron Soon.
Oh,
Farscape.
I love her.
Yep.
Good one.
I still need to get on watching Farscape.
Farscape's so good.
It is so good. There's a reason why that show took over from where Babylon 5 originally was wanting to go and went so much further than a lot of people thought. And that entire show, all the way to the Peacekeeper Wars, is amazing. And wow, I can't say enough good things about that show. And actress Claudia Black and the way she played that part.
So good.
And then she ended up she did. She became a mom on the next show that she did when she was on Stargate SG-1.
Okay.
That character was also a mom.
Oh, okay.
Whose child would almost end the entire universe.
Yikes.
Yeah, I've just started rewatching that show. Of course, I've been watching Star Trek in order for Clobby's show, but I'm in between those, I've been watching Farscape because then once in a while, the great thing is you think either my memory's getting really bad as I get old, I've forgotten an episode, or back in the day before the stream you could stream or you had DVDs, you would miss a show every now and then or not record it. So the nice thing is once in a while you get a new episode or your bad memory gives you a new episode.
Yeah.
So that's the great thing.
Yeah, my old man memory helps me with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we gotta remind he's like, gotta remind me, dude. I was like, I will. I was like,
it was like that Red Dwarf episode where Holly keeps erasing his memory because he's read every book that ever existed, so I can go back and re-enjoy it.
That's hysterical.
Oh, that reminds. Oh yeah, so we do get a mother out of Red Dwarf.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yes,
right.
We do.
Lister. Lister gave birth.
Yeah, but we don't want to say because some people may not. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it has been out for a while, but now that it's on streaming in HD now, a lot of people are watching it. I think again. So.
You know what? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Yep.
I was just going to say there is one mother that I cannot believe I forgot in Marvel Comics. Jean Grey.
Oh, I was going to say.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
Jean Grey, Madeline.
Madeline. It's just
That's a good one. Yeah, we should have. One of us should have mentioned that. Yep.
I was gonna wait to see if anybody said that. I was just
not necessarily a nerd mom, but one of my favorite ones I would love to bring up is Peggy Bundy.
Oh yes.
She fits in with pop culture though, so
that's true.
Like Married with Children was a huge pop culture phenomenon back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that she would fit.
Also, we are forgetting one of the most relevant mothers on pop culture. The one is unnamed, but she's in a song, Bohemian Rhapsody. For a son to go directly to his mother, like, I kill a man. Okay, yeah, that's gotta be a full-on supportive mother.
You know what? Here's another one. Lois Lane.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
I have another one. There's Samantha for Bewitched.
I was just thinking her.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We all forgot Martha Wayne too, but go ahead.
Yeah, and then there's also Lucy.
Yep.
I love Lucy.
I love Lucy, yeah.
And also the Lucy Show. Mm-hmm. And also she ended up playing a lot of bombs on her shows.
Yes, she did, yeah.
Yep.
She was
lady too.
I will say this: she was one of the first dominant mothers in Hollywood. Was Lucy? Mm-hmm. She helped get Star Trek made. she helped a lot of other things get done.
And don't forget,
to be fair, to be completely fair, you also have to understand that she was older than a lot of the other women, and by the 1960s, I think it's safe to now talk about how old she was, because she was far older than William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy, both of whom were 36 when that show started. So Lucy herself had to have at least been in her early 50s. So she wasn't as involved in Star Trek. She was running the company. That's right. But that was more under the purview of Herbert Solow, who was the guy who actually went out and created the happy problem that Desilu had, because his powers of sales got 2 shows sold, not 1. And it was because of that led to Star Trek being what it was. Because had only Star Trek been sold, it would have had more money to spend per episode. And as it was, they didn't have as much money because they decided to focus all their money on the other show that he sold, which was Mission Impossible.
Yep.
At that time, Lucy was the queen of Hollywood, literally. So,
there's sorry to jump in. That story about Lucy saving Star Trek.
Not
done
really
some
accurate.
research on that, and found there's a site I'll post is Fact Trek, and they got some great information. So it's one of those stories that maybe she didn't. There wasn't like as they can determine that Lucille Ball said, "Oh, we have to save it," or just as you were saying.
It wasn't as much, but she did have a hand in help saving it.
But I'll post this link to this article, but it's not as they can't show like it. And the Fact Trek did a great job going through all the company meetings and then mentioning what you mentioned on the on Mission Impossible and some of the other shows. So
the thing about that is that there's a book that if you are a Star Trek fan, you should own. Okay, and it's called Inside Star Trek.
Oh yeah, yes.
And the reason why you have to own that one book is that unlike all the other books, Herbert Solow wrote it. Herbert Solow's job was working for Desilu, which meant that he was really the guy whom even Gene Roddenberry had to go through to get to the brass and the people that are running Desilu. Okay? So he was technically the guy, and his name's on every episode. At the end of every episode of Star Trek is Herbert Solow's name. Well, he and his co-author had all of the contracts, all of the memos, everything that all the other books either make reference to or that some of the actors who write their own books wrote about. But he had all of it. He had the actual physical copies of everything. So that when he wrote that book, he shows you where things are and tells you exactly how it was. He's got no skin in the game as far as trying to cover up something or change something. That book is pretty much here is the nuts and bolts of what it took and what we went through. And he even talks about what it was like from the other side, which is that Lucy was not that involved. She was very hands-off. The only thing she cared about after her divorce from her husband, Desi Arnaz, was anything connected to her actual television show. Outside of that, she really didn't care that much. And it's not to say that she didn't care about all these other shows. It's just that she was more focused because she was a woman who, again, she was trying to do a lot of stuff that not a lot of women were doing at that point. And that takes a lot of time, effort, and energy. And a majority of that time and effort was really focusing on creating one of the best television shows on television at that point, which was called The Lucy Show, which also had her real life son and daughter on the show.
Yeah,
That's excellent. Yeah, I'm actually reading that book right now, and I just bought it.
It's a great book.
Yeah, it's an awesome book, and so yeah, it's interesting, like how it's not exactly the same, but say it, play it again, Sam. Never in Casablanca. It's
right.
like this legend goes around that Lucy saved Star Trek, and then quote the article, they said there's no evidence Lucy pushed to approve NBC's financing of the second pilot, and they can't come up, not to say that she wanted to discourage it, but you're exactly right, Keith. She there's no evidence that she dramatically came in and said, oh, I'm saving saving Star Trek. But it's a great story. I mean, it sounds so awesome.
It's a great story. But speaking of someone who, when I grew up, there weren't all these websites and videos and other things that you could watch on how to create movies and TV shows.
I know, right?
So there were very few things one could grab and read. And so I grew up, what really fueled me becoming a Star Trek fan was the fact that Star Trek was one of the few things out there that offered books that actually told you how television shows were created. So the making of Star Trek, and then all the biographies that came after with all of the stars of the show. And again, no one person can remember every single thing that's ever happened, especially when you're asking them something that happened 30 plus years before they wrote what they're writing. So there is no one particular book that gives you the real stuff. This book, The Inside Story, the real story, I should say, Inside Star Trek, The Real Story, by Herbert F. Solow and Robert H. Justman, who, unfortunately, see, that's the other name you got to remember, because Bob Justman.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's the other half of that. And between the both of them, they come up with all of the information that helps to back up the stuff that they put in the book. And to me, you can use that as a way of figuring out how all the other books fare as far as, are they giving you all the most accurate information? Not to say that anybody's lying, but again, memories can become faulty over time. And unless you actually have the paperwork that goes with that, pay stubs, letters from fans, and all that other stuff, Inside Star Trek is probably one of the most even-handed books ever written about the making of Star Trek. Period.
Yeah, so far it's been a great book to read. It's been good. And then I just posted The Making of Star Trek. I think, if I'm remembering, is that the one that has the length of the Enterprise, or image of the Enterprise? As a kid, I remember getting that, and I can see how cool long the Enterprise is, and comparing it, I think, to the Intrepid or Enterprise aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
It gave you everything as far as the technical aspects, including how to pitch a show. I learned how to pitch a show from reading that book way back in grade school. Cool. It includes the original advertising pitch that they sent out to various networks when they were pitching Star Trek to the television stations in that, and it includes the plans that they created to build the sets.
Okay, that's what I'm remembering.
The bridge and everything. This book is thick, and for many years it was used as an actual college book that you would learn when you go to college to learn how television was made. And but it's a boring book. It's not as entertaining as it would sound, but it includes everything in it, though. You do learn everything as far as putting stuff together, and from the technical aspect, you get that. The book that I would suggest would be The World of Star Trek, David Gerard's book that he wrote, that gives you more of an accounting of what it was like to be on set while they were filming and what it was like. And again, it kind of contradicts a lot of the things that the other four actors have been saying for years. George Takei. Say what?
I just pulled out my copy. You maybe want to read it again.
What was the name of that book again, Keith?
It's called The World of Star Trek, and I think it's out of print right now. But David Gerard, who wrote The Trouble with Tribbles. he wrote 2 books. One was how he wrote The Trouble of Tribbles and what he went through to get it sold and what it was like to work on Star Trek for that particular thing. But also another book that he titled The World of Star Trek, which is this huge book that he put out. And it was all about what it was like to actually be a part of that show while they were making it on set. And let me tell you, it proves a lot of the stuff that people have been hearing about William Shatner in a positive way. In that Shatner was probably the only crew member that actually had a really cool day-to-day experience with the crew. He was all about making them laugh. He was all about palling around with these people. Not to say that nobody else was, but the way that you have George Takei, Walter Koenig, Nichelle Nichols, and James Doohan.
Just a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Iron, do you need to go, brother?
Yeah, it's
okay.
About midnight here, and I get.
I'm over there. I'm over there.
Cast,
Iron, good night, brother.
Thanks for
Thank you for
us.
coming on, brother. Anytime, you open invitation, okay?
Hey, that's not a problem. Real quick, I just want to plug myself real quick before I go. Tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing my going forward now my weekly Mecha Monday, and tomorrow we're talking about some Mega Man. So anyone is free to come and talk about the Blue Bomber.
Okay, brother, that'd be awesome.
Let me post the link to your channel there.
Yeah.
Tell them to sub.
Man.
Yeah. Do you have the link so we can? Hey, Polly, what's up, brother?
Breaking news.
Oh,
Dude,
I'll let you break that news, brother.
Yeah, break it. Come on, let's hear it.
I'm sure you guys have already talked about it, right?
No, not yet. Let me talk about mothers.
Okay. Disney film Lucas Disney has put Gina Carano on for your consideration marketing materials for the show The Mandalorian for the 73rd Emmy Awards for this year.
Wow.
Serious?
Best supporting actress.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Well,
no, I'm lying to you.
All this time in the big channels, they have been saying that Disney needs to do a huge apology to Gina Carano, and
this is the first step.
Yeah, this is if they actually campaign hard for her, if they show that they really are, sorry to say it this way, but kissing her ass, this is the right way to apology.
Yeah. So what this is for, it is for last year's all the way up until now. That is the time frame of all shows, right? And how the Emmys work is that's the eligibility time frame, right? It's like last June till May of this year, which makes sense why the marketing materials you're going to see them for all your shows. Invincible, I've already saw them for Invincible, The Boys. So every studio does this every year, as you guys know. And so the fact you have to see the poster. And we just went live, was with Valiant Renegade on my channel, and we did about 40 minutes on this. But her name is by herself, like best supporting actress, Gina Carano. It's
so Disney submitted it, right?
Oh, it's all in all. These are movie posters. It's like a movie poster. It's all their official marketing materials.
It's Bob Chapek. Bob Chapek's doing it. He's had enough of Kathy, and I'm telling you, this dude. The moment it looked like they were trying to throw him under the bus. Yeah, Bob struck back. So yeah, let me put it up there for Bob Chapek, man. He's working. Dude. He's working it.
Yeah. What are your theories on this, guys? What is this the first step? Is this is this what is this? You know, because you don't do something like this without a purpose.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's one thing to do stupid. We're gonna go on Instagram and fire Gina. We're gonna go stop Amazon from issuing a discontinued a Star Wars book. This is a entirely different thing. This is to your peers. You're asking your peers. This is the industry. This is where you start shilling to your industry folks, because every category is voted on by those people that are in that field. So actors and so this is completely.
Yes, but this
Go
is
ahead.
the thing. It's kind of a popularity contest, and to be honest, her star right now is the top star on the whole feminine Hollywood side. So they are doing what's a sure bet. Basically, they are betting all on the winning horse.
Well, and this is current though. This is not like she wasn't nominated months ago. Just for people out there, this is a current nomination. Just happened with the last today. I guess you're saying
This last 4 hours, or maybe 6. I know Echo Base did a video on it 3 hours, but even before I did. But I'm cooler than Echo Base, so
yeah.
Yes,
I love Echo.
Yes, you are, but
I love Echo, but Mark D, they dropped this freaking marketing news this weekend. It's a Sunday,
Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that too, because it's a Sunday, not a Monday. Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a very slow news day. Yep.
So here's the
Might
other
be
thing.
slow, but I'm thinking they're doing it on purpose to slap down or at least make a point to the Lucasfilm Story Group and all the other people that seem to have way too much time on their hands to jump on social media. They are making a statement right now, and it's pretty much, Kathy is pretty much out the door at this point.
Yeah.
Now, how long that's actually going to take to get rid of her, we don't know. But this is really more about sending a message to the Lucasfilm Story Group and all of Kathy's acolytes that things are going to change.
This is something that we need to talk about. What happens if she wins? Because the whole story group and the whole Disney structure will look like asses.
Yeah.
I mean it. They will never get credibility for the rest of their lives. And I mean Pablo Hidalgo, Kathleen Kennedy, Caitlin Keder, or however she's called. All these people will forever be marked as the ones that tried to get Gina Carano out of Star Wars, and instead they got her a prize.
This could have an effect really on. This could be so big that it could actually lead to even correcting certain problems with Star Trek, depending on how much time is left on Kurtzman's contract.
Let me ask you this. Who runs their Instagram pages? Star Wars and Force Awakens Daily?
They have a separated group of community managers. They are on the social media marketing side.
No mention of this on there.
Yep.
Not that it matters. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's out there now, though, Polly. Everybody,
right?
Do you know how many people are gonna run with this now? Like, I even got like, I'm gonna have Marc cut this whole section down and put this as a separate section on the page. Like, seriously,
clip it.
Yeah,
Rub it down.
Marc, you heard what I said.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes,
Marc.
Has anyone made any comments on the Lucas side on this, or the story group? Have we seen anything on social media? Are they being quiet for a change?
I mean,
they are not even insulting people randomly. That's how quiet they are.
Yeah, well, because look, this is a 1-2 gut punch. Okay, this is the second punch of what originally began with the whole Amazon thing in the book. That was just embarrassing. I mean,
why don't we explain the book situation for people who don't know?
The Heart of the Jedi. Oh, yep. Jeez. Well, look, I'll let Paulie explain it because he made allusion to it, but this is
big, dude. It's big.
So GinaCarano.net broke it 5 hours ago. Community News. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Community News lists Gina Carano supporting actress in Emmy Awards campaign. Learn more by clicking. So they actually have it on their official website, and this is the one that's officially backed by Gina as well. I haven't read from this one. I read. Can I share this?
Sure.
Go ahead, brother. I'll put it up there.
Dude, forget about rubbing salt on the wound. This is chili on the wound.
Oh yeah.
And then real fast, the Heart of the Jedi was a discontinued book. It was a book that was commissioned, but back in '93, for whatever reason, they didn't go with it. It was reissued about a week ago, and it was already charting number 30, and it got struck down. You can't buy it anymore. Some people I know were able to get it.
Yeah, I was understanding that it was published, but they weren't trying to make money off of it because it was the author that released it. If I'm reading it, remembering the article I read,
it's bought at cost.
Yeah, and so Disney.
I still thought they might get in trouble over that.
Wow. So this is from GinaCarano.net. Another surprise article for your enjoyment today. Lucasfilm has published a digital promotion this afternoon to support their nominations for this year's Emmy Awards. Brace for impact. Look who's listed Best Supporting Actress. It's the one and only Gina. Yay! This is a complete total win for nerds. I mean, come on. This is this is great. I think we can all agree that the Star Wars fan base's support for the character remains as strong and resilient as ever. I mean, it's the most popular character, I would say, right now. New character.
She's the only popular new character, to be honest.
I mean, Gorgo is pretty cute, but
Bo-Katan a little bit maybe, but nothing like Gina though.
Yeah, this is a different level.
Yeah,
we're here. We're not going away. Still living our favorite shock trooper in the entire galaxy, Cara Dune. The Mandalorian became an instant hit at the Emmy Awards for season 1, gathering a total of 15 nominations and 7 wins. We don't know about you guys, but we're sure happy to see Gina included in this list. There's a poster I was telling you about, Jed. Right there, baby. Look at her name right by herself.
Dude. This is bloody huge.
Well, it's a victory it's just a victory.
Yeah.
The way I see it. Even if it's for one day.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, especially I don't know if you guys have read, but Snyder actually talked about his interaction with geeks and gamers. He actually cowarded mentioning them by name, but he said a bunch of stupid shit like he had a moral obligation not to be connected with them.
That was the end of the story.
Yeah. So
well, let me just say this, gents. Let me interrupt for a moment. I do have to take off. But again,
this is leave, brother?
Fantastic. Well, I got to go to work.
Yeah,
that's a good reason.
Yeah.
So
can you, Mark? Can you put his?
Yep, I'll grab.
I'll grab it.
Stuff, yep.
And I'll put it up. So
yeah, look. All I can say is just check us out on Pop Culture Minefield. Although, this is you just again reemphasizing made my night. This is fantastic news. Hopefully it'll be something that can have a positive effect on a lot of other things and people, especially Star Trek at this point. But all hail Bob Chapek. Looks like he's coming through. So great news. Really happy for all the Star Wars fans. And look, I'll just catch you guys next time, okay?
Okay. Oh, and here's your guys.
Thank you. Yep.
Keith, thank you. Anytime you and Gary can come on,
thanks, brother.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate
you guys rock.
Have a great day tomorrow. Thanks.
Another nerdum moment for me. Twitter, Gina Carano. I'm number 9 in trending for Gina Carano. Yes.
Nice.
Way to go.
Dude, that's awesome.
Mexican Ironman says, because I had found the article hours ago, and
Yeah.
he's like, "You better go live. That's why you have a channel."
Yeah, I get told that all the time, Polly. I get told like we go to go. I was like, what are we gonna do? Like, I'm like,
Yeah, we didn't. We were talking before, way before you did that. Jed even asked when he thought about this stream, is Paulie going on tonight? I said, I don't think he is. And there you go.
Yeah.
And then right before we were about to do this, there you did. You popped on there, man.
I was like, should I invite him anyway, just for the hell of it afterwards? And I was like, after your stream, I said, after your stream, pop over if you want to. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'd assume you had read the news, so you wanted me to. Come
Yeah,
well,
I didn't see it. No, we hadn't seen it yet.
That's
because
funny.
we were trying to do this because we let everybody have Mother's Day. That's the reason why we didn't do the stream this morning, because everybody was going to do stuff, do stuff in the daytime.
Right.
So I was like, okay, should we do Sunday night? I don't know, and like I was talking to Mark and Mike, and I was just and
that's
and
going
Pablo
for fun,
too.
right? Yep. Talk about some great geek moms and entertainment.
Yeah.
So well, Polly, while you're here, who are your favorite pop culture moms?
My favorite pop culture moms?
Yeah, like it could be like any from comics, TV, movies, anything.
Well, we'll just go for the hot ones, right?
Not for the mothers, but for the mamacitas.
For the mamacitas. I saw a photo today. Someone tweeted Katie Seagal.
Yeah.
We just had mentioned her. Yep.
That's
pretty hot. Yep.
Well, she's always been hot though.
Okay, moms. Okay, what other moms? Well, I mean, Marissa Tomei is Auntie, in Spider-Man. She's Aunt May. She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
She's been the hottest Aunt May so far. So,
which can be kind of disturbing to us old.
Yes.
Yeah, we always seen Aunt May as an older woman, so we're like Marissa Tomei, and we're like, I would bang Aunt May right now. There's something wrong with me. Like,
yeah. Who
Are
else?
you Dr. Octavius because you want to tap that on me?
Diane Lane?
Oh yeah, that's another great
Diane
one.
Lane.
Yeah.
She's incredibly
Beautiful
sexy.
actress, yeah.
Jesus. Remember her in the 80s with Streets of Fire?
Oh yeah.
Oof. Go look at her old stuff, man. She's not
She's
shy.
so gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't shy. When I was I think let's I'm sure I'll think of some other ones right now.
Yeah, just think of some other ones. It's fine.
But yeah, I mean
like
yeah, that's who I got right now, man.
Oh yeah. We were like comics all over. We were thinking about Sue Storm, Bewitched. I Love Lucy.
Paul, you're an X-Files guy. Keith named Dana Scully.
But she's not a mom.
I don't know.
She was a mom.
Spoiler.
She was a mom.
Yep.
Towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just I never think of her as like a mom.
That's because it came so late into the show.
Yeah.
Right.
That's because it came so late into the show.
That's the focus of the later movies and that miniseries, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She is.
We're on season 2, like episode whatever, I forgot, but I was just commenting how gorgeous she was the other night. Yeah, that's a good one.
Somebody else said Jean Grey for the X-Men. She did have,
that was way after my time.
In the comics.
Yeah,
I'm not a big Femke fan.
I'm thinking about from anything, anime, like comics, video games, movies,
Anime
TV.
mothers tend to not go so alive for so long. In anime in general, moms tend to die rather quickly.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite, alternate universes is, Mayday Parker when she's, actually survived, the daughter of Peter Parker, and that was great series I thought years ago. So Mary Jane Watson in that alternate reality, you could say she's a mom in the MC2 universe. But and anyone who hasn't read those comics, it's DeFalco, but that's a great run.
Yeah.
And it's kind of old time style comics. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but it's not that Chris Claremont a bazillion threads running over, but it's great to see Peter Parker and Mary Jane married and bringing up the next generation. It's really well written and good art, and it's a great character, and it's
if only we could have some stability in the movies and stuff. So, but like you said, this Gina thing could help us out a lot. Like, it could physically shift things in the other direction, hopefully. You know what I'm saying, Polly? So.
Okay.
I'm always so bad with that mute shit.
Yeah,
that's all right.
I did it again, and Pablo and Clobber know when I start my show, I'm either on mute.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, okay, did he mute it again? Because I've seen you do that. Like, over the past 2 weeks, I've seen you do it several times.
I know, man. You know what I did? You know what I did for the Gina Carano stream right now? I didn't put myself on the camera. I didn't put myself up on the screen. So I was talking like, oh fuck, I'm not on the screen. Let me put myself on the screen.
Well, don't worry. Jed started out and played his opening credits without going live.
Yeah, I did.
I've done that.
Like, and then after the thing was over, the guys were like, we're not live. I was like, because you got to hit StreamYards twice before you go live. So
yeah.
And I hit it once. I didn't hit it twice, and I was like, "Oh bloody hell!"
Well, I hit it twice, and I can't. And I ended the stream with, it was like 7 seconds.
Oh yeah, that happened.
I did that the other day. Yeah,
well,
it's like
it happens, right?
Yeah, it's like, and that's kind of reminds us that, hey, fuck it, we're on YouTube, man. Let's have fun.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what it's for, buddy.
Yeah.
Cut the commercial. Where's my producer?
Okay. Now we can get to some of the fun stuff, but I want to do this while Polly's here. Pablo, get to your segment. I want to do this while he's here. Get to your segment. Mark will do yours after Pablo's, okay?
Sure, yep.
Okay. Pablo, got your goodies out? Got all your websites and stuff? You're gonna love this, Polly.
Show us your naughty stuff.
We love this. We love this part every fucking
Pablo
week.
always scares me.
Dude, do
you have any Gina Carano figures that are bootlegged?
Sadly, no. But okay, let's go.
I'm still waiting for my Gina Carano figure. So if you find one, let me know.
Holy crap!
This is one of my favorite parts every week of the show now. Like,
okay, let's begin with some weird Dragon Ball. Yeah. And actually, I can go buy this. The store is online, but they have a place near my house, like 4 blocks, so I can literally go and seek this. But I just want to focus on the weirdest guy of the bunch.
These aren't as bad as some of the other ones, dude.
Wait,
showed us.
I have something way worse.
Wow, that's pretty good.
He showed us like,
Oh my goodness!
Look at that.
And those wired things with like rubber with the wires for their.
Okay, his arms are hugely out of portion on this one.
Yeah.
Like,
those used to be a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, I used to get those.
I used to.
I used to get those too. They had like Superman and Batman when I was
wire one. Yeah, with
the wire one. They had He-Man.
Yeah. I didn't know they were still doing that.
Yeah, me neither.
How about this?
Oh, Tom would blow a gasket right now.
In the hell?
Tom would fucking blow a gasket.
Where are those from? Like country.
Random stores in Ecuador, man.
Yeah, he finds all this stuff in Ecuador where he lives.
Oh,
so
that's priceless.
We actually have a segment every week where we have Pablo just dig up these random ass toys every week on the show.
Oh, they're bootleg toys.
Basically. Yeah, we have a bootleg toy segment every Sunday on the show with Pablo.
Yes.
So.
Just watch these wonderful, wonderful faces.
Wait, that one looks like kind of a little bit of like an Iron Man. Like,
right?
The Marvel ones are hilarious.
Look at it. It's a knockoff Iron Man. They just painted it white, dude.
All right. Mrs. Slan is calling, and I gotta go.
Okay,
right,
brother.
buddy.
Tell her
Thanks,
Happy Mother's
brother.
Day
Take care,
for me,
Polly.
Polly.
They're all saying
Good to see
Happy
you, bro.
Mother's Day,
Great
love.
to talk to you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you,
Yep.
boys.
Hope you had a great day. Yep.
Yeah, should be
All
a
right.
good day. Mark D,
Take care.
nice seeing you again.
Thank you
all the
for
other guys
coming
I
over,
see all
Polly.
the time. And Jed, thanks for the
Yeah.
invite. Have a good
No
night,
problem,
everyone.
brother.
Take care, bud.
Take care.
Take care.
See you soon, hermano.
Hey, Mark, can you put his link in the
Yep.
chat for me, and
I'm
I'll
try-
put it up on the screen?
Yeah, I'm looking
Thank you.
for grabbing Paul. I just was on Paulie's site. Let me grab his
Okay.
link. Yep.
Oh, dude, look at that! What the hell, dude? Look at their faces! Oh my god!
There's close-ups.
What in the hell are those gloves and the faces? Jesus.
Dude, they took stuff from different figures and just smacked it on.
I always wondered how Batman worked with all those big gloves. So these are
Yeah.
extra big. Yeah.
I just Snort, what do you have to say about any of this? They did. I want to hear what Snort wants to say.
Snort, where are you, Snort?
What is that, Snort? What do you got to say about this, brother?
I don't know why China does this.
Dude, look at his face. Like,
The yellow eyes too, right?
yeah. I can't. And what is that one? What happened to Bane's bloody neck? Wait, look at his neck. He look like he has a chiclet for a neck. It's a chiclet. Look at that, Pablo.
Look at the eyes, man. Look at the.
I don't know. I don't know if any of the other guys know, but Pablo, you know what a chiclet is, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if the other guys know what it is because
A
I know
chiclet?
about it because I live a chiclet. It's a
You mean as the gum?
yeah.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
exactly that. And look
Yeah.
at Selena.
Wow.
I don't know if she's Selena Kyle.
Yeah.
It gets even, and those are original. These ones from the Ninja Turtles, these are why?
Oh my god! Look at that! Oh, look
Those
at what
some
they
skinny
did
turtles.
to Donatello, dude! Oh my god! Oh, disrespecting my boys right there, man. Did you see what Snort said? We gotta get you on the show someday, Snort.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Snort. If you're cool, do you want to come on right now and you can talk about these? I'll send you a
sure,
link. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, Snort. Come on. Man.
Yeah, Snort. If you want to come on, dude, you can come on right now with us while we're doing this. Or do you not want to? You know,
It's okay if you don't want to. Yeah.
it's okay if you don't
The
want
invite's
to.
there if you
Not
like. Yeah,
pushing
No
it.
pressure.
It's
No
no
pressure for the polar bear.
only if you want to. Okay, because you're good. You're a good bear to us, man. So
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Oh, but okay, look at this. You know how much all this cost?
Oh, how much?
$2.
$2 for that?
Not bad. That's worth about $2.
Did you notice the DeviantArt original characters random leader?
Yeah, I saw that.
China, I love them.
Well, Snort, no problem, brother. Well, if you have like any other stuff, if you ever want to come on, you're allowed to. You have an open invite to you. Okay,
We
just
have to
send me
get-
send us something to either on he doesn't have Twitter, so you
Well,
can
we
send
do.
it
Let
to
me
us.
put we have an email address for the show now. So
Yeah,
it's in the
and
show
Marc
notes.
Marc looks into that. Okay, so we
Yeah,
both
Snort-
run that. So
Snort has sent me an email before, so you can just send an email.
Yeah.
Snort.
yeah,
I'll just
And I
leave
did-
this on the screen.
I guess
I
our
did
favorite
see your
polar
email.
our polar bear doesn't have a webcam yet, so that's
yeah.
okay.
Well, all you need is a
Tough
mic,
with-
brother.
It's tough
Yeah.
with those big paws.
Yeah, all you need is
Yeah.
the mic and the. If you ever get it in the headset, you don't need a cam. A lot of us don't use cams.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't use cams. And like Pat S, you're the same offer to you, brother, because you're always in Mike's. You're always in Mike's Star Trek stream and everything. If you want to come on, Pat, dude, let us know and we'll send you the link right now. Okay?
I'd love to talk to Pat S.
Yeah, Pat S, dude. If you want to come on, do you have Twitter or whatever? We will send you the link and you can come on, brother. Look at that, dude. Dude, look at Clark's fucking face. I don't understand.
I like that hair. The hair is great. I wish I had hair like that.
No problem, Snort. Like, look, okay, look at the pictures and then look at their faces and like,
and look at the branding. And it's not Batman versus Superman, it's Batman who's Superman.
Oh, dude, but, I know, right?
There's, thanks to this store, we have actual close-ups of what the hell, and yes, there's more on that line.
Oh wait, those are Transformers or knockoff GoBots, are they?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, jeez.
Those are kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
they are not. Cool. They are not so pricey. But yeah.
Iron Hulk.
Oh, we got the Streamlabs donation up there, dude. So
yeah.
Yeah, we got Streamlabs donation. Yeah. It's nobody has to donate. It's cool. It's it's just
Pat's
there
saying he's $25 an hour. So
oh yeah,
3 hour
I always knew you were an expensive date.
I know, right?
I gotta raise my rates here.
I know, right? Wait, that Thor?
Yeah.
No, seriously, brother. If you want to come on, I can give you a link on Twitter or whatever. Okay. Or Mark, if you send it to the email, Mark can send it through the email. And we can bring you on. Okay.
Always knew Pat was an expensive date.
I know, right? Once a dinner and a movie and everything, dude. Like that Thor is ridiculous.
The Hulk transformation, he actually is the smallest one of the bunch. The Hulk is the smallest. I
saw that, Mark.
Look.
Okay, cool. When you get a mic, brother, yeah, you're welcome to come on anytime. Global Geek Gang, this channel or Mike's, so
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. Absolutely, Pat. That's a good dude.
Any one of the three, you're welcome to come on, brother. Mm-hmm. Dude, why is Hulk I don't understand these idiots. Why is Hulk? Dude, they even fucked him up in that game too. Like that Avengers game. No, like, and I was like, dude, but then the only way you got it, like Hulk starts out super bloody weak and everything. Like Hulk shouldn't start out weak, just like Thor. Like Hulk and Thor should be your two demolishers, dude. Is that from Jurassic Park?
I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it needs a neck.
And it snorts like, I do it for $3.50 and a plate of walrus. let me put that up. That looks like something from Jurassic Park, dude, that they just did the remold on it.
Yeah. You know what? All this I have been searching on Mercado Libre. Is a webpage.
Wait, was that really licensed by Pop, or did they just steal the Pop logo?
I'm not sure, but if you search toys and you set the maximum amount to $20, you will get a bunch of crazy shit mixed with.
Look at that Funko Pop. Well, that can't be licensed. Like, dude,
these are knockoffs.
Yeah, I know those are knockoffs. It's kind of like the chair that fucking Sam bought yesterday for she bought 2 chairs. Okay. Over there the other day, and Retro was trying to put them together last night. And he goes, oh, I don't know. I was like, dude, show me the picture. And the chairs were they weren't treated. All they had was a coat of paint on them. Okay,
Man.
I said, dude, Retro. If Sam sits her ass down in that chair is just gonna go. I was like, just use these as firewood. That's all they're good for. Like,
Did anyone notice Wolverine?
yeah, I know. Do you see that? Why are they all bronze and like silver and like chrome for?
I have no idea. But is the miracle of random crazy toys on the internet. You find things like
What is that one? Was that Chucky? Go up a bit.
yeah, you had Chucky here, but I think this one is.
It's a great kid's toy. Yep.
Yeah. Kids love that shit, man.
Oh, that's a real one. That's a real one. Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, is that a licensed Funko Pop or a knockoff?
Yeah,
is that a knockoff or a license?
If
Funko
it's a
are
license,
toys.
is $4.99. So
That's not licensed, dude.
Funko Pops aren't toys. They're they're dust collectors.
There's no way that's licensed.
Yeah, it's a knockoff. You think?
Yeah.
okay, who wants to call home? Because this one,
That's cute. My niece might want that.
yeah, my niece might want that too because she
Was
loves
that
my
Thanos' glove, Infinity Gauntlet for $12?
knockoff Ben 10.
Ben 10.
Okay.
What the hell is that?
Look
Is that Pikachu on the left there as a transforming?
Oh, that's that Omniverse bullshit.
On the way far left. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that knockoff. Dude, they didn't even made shit even worse, dude.
There was a live action. Wasn't there a live action Ben 10 that I watched?
Yeah, it failed miserably. So.
And how much is Thanos' gauntlet there? Or is that just Thanos?
Oh no, the Thanos gauntlet is $12.
Mine was 100.
Oh, but this one, trust me, you.
Oh, we gotta see that. Yeah.
Soft gauntlet. Oh, I love the text. Soft gauntlet. Oh, you put your hands in and just move it around.
It's probably got that black mold bullshit in it of the Fallout.
Okay, remember
76.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah.
Oh god.
They look even worse than in the game, man. And I don't. Okay, these are egg toys. You open them, you get an Avenger.
Wait. What? They look worse.
The
than
Thor is really bad, but
well, they turned Captain America into a pimp.
Crap.
It's all relative, guys. Coming up in an egg, right? Yeah.
And I really don't know why in my country this kind of thing is so damn popular, but somehow, as you can see, my country just can't get enough of cheap knockoffs. And these don't look that bad, but I actually went to the store the other day and oh man, if you knew how.
Actually, those look the most normal out of every
Yes.
single thing. That looks something like it's part modern, but then part old school. It looks like.
Okay, look this.
What's that say? How do you translate what's on the dinosaur?
Yeah, what does that say?
Gift boxes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated now with my country's tendency to get these kind of Chinese Legos, and they are not half bad,
Ninja.
What? What?
Right?
What?
This looks
Dude.
awesome.
How can that shit look awesome and then everything else look their faces look like they got melted off and crap?
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say Lego's got the patent on Legos ran out, so people can copy the bricks exactly. It's just a matter of the quality, and
yes,
then, of course the licensing too. But
you know that this is something that I used to buy a lot. Bootleg Transformers.
Oh, let me see Mario up there. I want to see how bad they made him.
Okay.
Up, I see Mario.
Let me.
Avengers.
The bots.
The Mario ones usually are not that bad.
That's not that
Yeah,
bad.
the one with all 4 of them in there. Those aren't that bad.
No.
Why? Wow, how come they all look? Well, Bowser looks like he's trying to hump the package.
Peach
He's like,
looks
"Hey, come
like
here."
okay. This is why Peach.
Yeah.
Just look
And
at
Peach is like looking away from all of them. I'm like, I'm gonna let the boys do what they. That's the reason why Luigi hit it and Mario can't. You know.
Okay.
Peach is now Luigi and Bowser, and Mario's over there just like, having kids. She's like, "Oh yeah, Mario, it's your kid." Nuh-uh.
Look at her face, man. She's doing
Yeah.
drugs.
Yep.
Like she's banged Bowser and Luigi, and then Mario's just like the one guy that's like, "Hey baby, I'm home from work," and like, yeah. And then you see Luigi and Bowser, they all bro fist and shit. They're like, "Yeah, we hit that."
Wait, is this a Dragon Brontosaurus? Why?
My Little Ninja? Wait, what did that say? Ninjas?
No, niñas. Girls.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
if
okay.
it said My Little Ninjas, I would have.
I was just like, wait, you went pie
That'd be a
too
good
fast.
new toy line.
My little ninjas, they're gonna strike you.
Okay, I guess this one
Princess
is.
Disney.
Oh, this one is the same on Mario.
Yeah, let's see the.
Okay. Iron.
Is that Thomas the Tank right there? The train.
Thomas the Tank?
Dude, that looks so. That's like 3 figures in one right there. You know that, right?
That's a horrible
This
Iron
Iron
Man.
That Iron Man is like 3. They're like
Flaming Iron. I thought it was the torch from a distance.
Well, no, they were like, hey, let's put 3 figures together and make one Iron Man. Is that a heart on his chest?
On Iron Man's? Oh no,
Yeah.
it actually looks like in Endgame, not on Infinity War.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past him to put a heart on his
And this
chest.
one is also ABC years. They only changed it.
Yeah.
10 Hero Series.
So, Pablo, can you get legitimate toys in your country? Or it's very, very tough, or it's too expensive?
Pricey. It's pricey. I'm still trying to get this Stanley figure after he is $32. After that, I want to get the toys to make the Megazord from the original Power Rangers, but that's $30 for each sword. So
Wow, yeah.
Why do you want the Stan Lee figure?
I want him because I actually want to do a cafe and sit him in the cafe. So
What?
I want to take the figure out of the package and do this small scale cafe. A table outside on the outside, the door of the cafe, the window. You can see, I don't know, some figure on
What,
the
from
back.
Deadpool? When he was in Deadpool or something?
No, I just want to give him a good retirement. He didn't have one.
Well, just get that shield away from him because he didn't have anything to do with creating.
Yes, I'm taking the shield away.
Yeah,
Don't worry
okay, and
about
I
that.
would say this, and I will say this again. They should have never put Cap Shield in there
Makes me
because
That was ridiculous.
yeah, I gotta say that. I gotta be
web
honest.
shooters if you want, but
You could have put like something else in there, but why'd you like?
Because they don't know shit. They just think. And he went around. He went around spreading that for years. Like, when people say, when you created Captain America, he wouldn't correct them. It's his fault.
Sometimes I believe they know less than the Chinese people that are doing the knockoffs, and that's terrible.
Wait, was that a knockoff Ken when you just went up? I saw a knockoff Ken.
Okay, there's a lot of knockoff Barbies, and yes, this is a Ken, and he is nude from the top
Yeah, look at that
down.
knockoff Ken.
Why is he nude on the down part?
He's like, hey, he's like
ready to
70.
go.
He's like 70s Ken right there. He's like ready to go. He's like, anybody want to go to the disco and party down?
Oh God.
Yeah, but where's the
He's
pants?
the Jack Tripper. He's the Jack Tripper Ken from Three's Company.
Why does that exist, man? Why will anyone?
Pat Edge just said you're up to 821, Mike.
Oh, thanks. I don't know what happened. What?
Doomcock apparently mentioned you according to Pat S on his stream.
Yeah.
So, which is
Nice.
very nice. Yep. Yep. Well, that's what Pat S is putting in the chat. I'm gonna put your link and
He
everyone.
said he must have mentioned it. Did he really though? Oh, well, thanks, man. I don't know if he did tonight.
Oh, okay.
I think he said
Why?
he must have. No,
Why?
it was gonna happen the other night, and Gary forgot. What else?
Why Pikachu is always suffering?
Thank you, everyone.
Dude, he
What
looks
happened?
weird, dude. Pikachu looks fucking.
Maybe what
He look like he on drugs, dude.
Pikachu, man.
And you put that up there.
Who can do the Pikachu voice best?
Pika Pika. Clash of. Okay, this is a knockoff Clash of Clans toy set, and it's not even quite.
Yeah. Pika Pika. Well, I know that can't be legit.
None of this
No, it's
can
not
be
it.
legit, man.
Yeah.
Too, you're right, yeah.
Was that Pac-Man up there?
Oh no.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can find something.
Dude, what the
really-
hell outfit did they have Ken in there?
I don't know. He wasn't even wearing pants. And do you want to see a Barbie? This is an actual Barbie. They are selling it used. And somehow it looks moderately better than
Dude,
the
that looks
bootleg.
like somebody in the back of the warehouse was like, hey guys, we gotta get rid of these. He's like, takes some pictures. She's like,
Yeah. But then you have the bootleg Barbie. And it looks... No, this one is original too, man.
Yeah, look at that
the
one. I want to
tag.
see that one.
Look
That
at
one
the
looks
tag.
better than that one look
But this is a sexy Barbie, you know? She's why is this what this exists? This was for sale. It's a Barbie in
It's a me, Barbie-o.
no, but she was ready to fuck, man. Just look at
Oh, she was already bent over and everything. She had like just ready.
and this is an
Yeah,
original
she got granny panties on though. Look at
this
that.
is an original product from Mattel. Why? Why will Mattel sell this?
Genuine Barbie. I wonder if they sold it in.
That could be
Or
a
is that-
knockoff still. They just
they're like,
just
hey,
put
let's
genuine
just
on it. Yeah.
They're knocking out tags and putting them on there to make it look
Yeah.
like it. Because I've seen that here, like, and then when I've been to like Florida and like California, and dude, Florida is really bad out there with their shit.
Or
California is even.
I was gonna
Go
say,
ahead,
especially if you go to like a ball game or a football game
Yeah.
or something. And then you got the
California
guys in
is
the
even
parking
worse.
lot, and then or you see the tag and it's like doesn't have the hologram on it, but they kind of make it look like official MLB, and it's not. Yep.
California is even worse at that shit than Florida is. Because I've been out there to like there's swamp meat, dude. There's swamp meats out in California.
Dude,
Oof.
I want this one. This one looks awesome.
Now that doesn't look bad. That looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, actually, yeah. The transformation into this car is
Yeah. Hey, Snort, do you know a company actually made the Barbie trailer trash edition? It's real.
Are you
I have a friend
serious?
that has it. She's loved Barbies ever since. And I made a joke and I said they would probably make a trailer trash edition. And she's like, no, they actually have it. So it's out there. Somebody else just made it and didn't call her Barbie. They called it Barbita or something. They called her Barbita or something. I don't know what
Waiting to get sued. Yeah.
I found it in California. So
It's gotta be the laziest thing you can ever do. Bootleg Smurfs. You basically take exactly the same model.
Wait. We gotta take a look at that Smurfette because I have some.
She's on drugs. She's really on drugs.
Look at Smurfette. She's like, all these guys and I don't want to fuck them. It was like the second new big back market. Yeah, dude, it is.
Yeah.
Pat, it is.
And there's something I want to ask you guys. Is there any place on the United States that you can actually get a bunch of bootleg anything or?
Yeah, dude, you can get it here in Arizona and California. Texas has some. New York has some.
You mean like bootleg toys?
New Orleans has some. Like, I had my friend that used to go down the Mardi Gras every year. They had some really big knockoff shit down there.
Like a flea markets.
Flea markets.
Sometimes flea markets and things, yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't find them in a legit store, but or like events, like we said, at games, you'd find like knockoff merchandise or but like a Comic-Con in New York, I mean.
Oh, dude.
They're selling shirts and stuff. I don't remember seeing much other merchandise, but
when I would go to San Diego Comic-Con every year, they had a ton of bootleg shit. That's where I got my Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie and a bunch of other stuff.
Well,
I got Song of the South on DVD there.
Yeah,
like,
but not so much toys. I'm thinking.
Yeah, there were a few booths that looked good enough. He looks like he needs to take a dump.
Dude, this is another ABC. Okay, these are the LGBTQ plus Avenger toys. It's A, B, C, N, G, C, R.
Yeah,
spell it wrong. Yep.
The dyslexic Avengers assemble.
We
didn't copy them. Their name is different. Yeah.
He looks scared, man. Really scared. This guy has seen some.
And you push a button in his chest on that one, and he does something. Maybe.
I'm not
just
sure.
Like a button in there.
Yeah, man. Okay, there's a Thor. And he is also from the ABC and GCRs. Look at his face.
And actually, is that Hemsworth on the box though, or is that?
Yeah.
That looks kind of like him on the box.
Yeah, it looks kind of like him.
The figure, not so much.
Why this? Oh man, and dude, there's another Ken. Why? This is this is clothing for the Ken doll. It's $10 only for the clothing.
The Ken is just.
So yeah, that's the reason why here he doesn't have pants, because they are not selling the pants.
Okay.
He doesn't
save
need
more. Save more of this for next Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Okay, because we got a half hour left, so I want Mark to do his show.
I could show some toys, random toys from the attic. Yep.
I have one picture to show you.
Oh wait! Before we do that, tell me if you're ready, and I'll do the intro, dude.
Well, Mike's got to show a pic. Mike wants to show a picture.
It's relevant to mothers. We can go. We can wait if you want. But.
No, it's Mike show it while I get my.
Yeah, Mike show, and I'll put it up. Put it up.
Who, me?
Yeah, put it up. I'll put it on the screen.
Okay, there's something that you guys have an advantage on, and you actually can import things on Wish. That's a really, really good advantage, because here we have a system that is called the 4x4. You can only get 4 articles under $40 one time at the year. After that, you have to pay a huge tax for everything. So yeah.
I don't know if you can see it very well, but we talked about geek pop culture mothers and stuff like that. You cannot make a more important one than this one, because this one is Mother Kurtzberg. In other words, mother of Jakob Kurtzberg, who would be the king of comics, Jack Kirby. As young Jack Kirby right there with his parents.
Dude, that's awesome right there.
That's a great picture to show.
Yeah, that is a good picture to show.
When was Kirby born? What, around what
1917.
17, okay.
Yeah, August 28th, 1917. So yeah, he would have been this year. He would have been 104.
Wow.
So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to since we were doing mothers, and it was very few more important to Geekitude than that. So.
Oh yeah, because he was the king. So.
Yeah. And his father Benjamin. Where do you think he got that?
Yeah,
name of somebody we're looking at right there. That was his father Benjamin.
Makes sense. Yep.
Okay, let's do your speed. You got everything ready, Mark?
Yep, I got it ready.
Okay, let me do your video first.
Sure.
Take it away, brother.
All right, thank you, Jed. Yep. So, trying to document all my action figures, and some of them live in the attic. Some are free, some are in the box, but just trying to go through them and show you guys. It's fun. It's a lot of fun showing off your collection. So, this was one of the ones actually I keep out on the shelf. It's Marvel Masterworks. Here's the box cover there. So that's a great, of course, the Thing is, the greatest comic book character in my humble opinion.
Mine too. We're right on the same page there, brother. Yep. I wanted to get this one so bad. What came out?
Yeah, that's an awesome one, dude.
So that lives in the shelf in our family room.
Thing Hulk battles are iconic.
Hell yeah, they are.
And so that's a nice the Hulk face is not it's all right, but the Thing I thought looked really good in this figure here.
It's based on a Jim Starlin cover, by the way. Is that the cover you got there from Marvel Feature, I believe?
Yep. So let me exactly right. Yep. Yeah. So that's the issue. Yep.
Yep. There you go.
So Marvel Feature. Yep.
Well, see, that's redone cover right there. Marvel Feature was a Starlin cover. That's not Starlin there. But yeah.
So I'm sure that's you can find it on eBay. I don't know what these guys are going for, but that's a classic. Yep.
Yeah, I think it'd be a bit right now. So,
man, never know.
And sometimes that's the great thing about eBay. Sometimes you can get lucky and you get a figure. Oh yeah, I know. Figure that's not that expensive. So here's what I was talking about. Mayday Parker. So this is from the MC2 universe.
Oh, they did a toy of that?
Yep. So let me.
Wow.
Started buying the series. Of course, I don't know if this is. No, I just let me zoom out here.
Oh, it fell.
So let me pull the camera back a little bit. So this is Wild Thing, which is Wolverine's daughter in the MC2 universe. So you can see the Mayday Parker cover from What If, which was her first appearance. So What If was really popular with Mayday, and so that spawned that whole figure. So I'll just zoom in on that.
I like them a lot more than the stuff
you like Spider Girl.
Yeah, Spider Girl was awesome. Wild Thing, I don't know why they didn't just do them, bring them into our universe.
So
I was never big on Tom DeFalco personally, but I know he's popular. And I got friends that really love the Spider Girl comics. So.
Yeah.
So they had A-Next, they had a whole line, and then so they kept expanding that universe, and I just latched on to, especially maybe in the Fantastic Four they were a little bit older, and it wasn't. I gotta hold that up there, but it was a fun. I think this is probably a pretty relatively rare figure. I don't think they were that popular. This is new. I just picked the Thing up. I was at
that's amazing.
Love the
no, dude, that show, the cartoon, I love it. I had the one that was gigantic. It was about almost a foot tall. That you press the button on the back and it would say spoon and key and all this other crap. But that voice,
that's awesome.
Townsend Coleman, who did the voice of that cartoon. I am the Tick. That show was great. Oh my God! Look at the back.
So there's been how many Tick? There was the Fox show that ran either 8 or 9 episodes and got canceled, which I thought was fantastic. Then we had the cartoon. I think that was 3 seasons.
Yeah, that was great.
Which was really great on Fox. And then we had the Amazon series that came back that had Jackie Earle Haley as.
I wish they would have bring that. I wish they would have brought
Jackie Earle Haley was on that.
Yeah,
he was great in that. God.
Yeah, dude, he was awesome.
American Made.
Yeah, not to be confused with Wonder Woman. Yeah, and that Amazon show did last 2 or 3 seasons. The Amazon one. I can't remember. But I recommend watching that one too.
I only ever watched the cartoon, but I've seen one ever. It was so great. They got Deflator Mouse there.
Yeah,
Deflator Mouse and
the animated show. I mean the live action, the Fox one is hysterical too. It's only it's so good.
They called him Batman Well on that one.
Yeah. So here Raquel would like this guy. She's our favorite indoor. I don't even know what's in this box as I open it up, so it's kind of a surprise as I look into it.
You will say you were like, "What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?"
So I've got to.
It says Andorian on it. It's like just a
Andorian
generic. With no name.
No name, yeah.
With a pink thing. The hell is it? Wearing a pink friggin' whatever.
Yeah.
Weird.
So we've got Trelane.
Nice.
Some other figures in that line. Yep. So yeah, that's a weird. And I guess is that a chair that he sits in, or what the heck?
I don't know what the hell that weird pink thing is.
Ultrasonic neutralizer, Andorian Serape. Oh, it's in the neutralizer from the episode that we just watched the other night in Dagger.
That's the Andorian from whom gods destroy.
Yeah. There we go.
Holy shit. Why would they do a figure of him?
That's crazy.
You got to show that to Raquel.
I gotta show that. I didn't know I had that.
I don't even ever see that sucker.
Yeah.
By the way, Raquel did send me a thing. She said to say hi to everybody and we're to have an awesome stream. And she was just gonna chill for the rest of the night. So.
You invite her?
Thanks, Raquel.
Yeah. So.
Cool.
This is a Wolverine. I don't know where the Wolverine is, but I have a Wolverine. I think it's a die-cast keychain, possibly.
Invisible Wolverine. Yeah. I had the thing one of that.
Yeah. So here's the pic. I have it out on my keychain. So
might be different.
Or hanging. Yep. So there's. I have the thing. Surfer, Iron Man, and Wolverine. Yep. So it must have been that line. Yep. Let's see what else is hiding in the box here.
Dr. Bashir.
Dr. Bashir, a genetically engineered super doctor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Oops. That is a late spoiler.
Yeah, it is.
Look, the show's 30 years old. There's a statute of limitations, folks. So.
Yeah. So, where's that? KB Toys, $9.99.
Yeah, good old KB.
Yep. And that was, who else was on this series? We had our favorite Voyager fan, Katie Carr, would probably like to have a Janeway if she doesn't.
If she doesn't, yeah.
Yeah. Tom Paris, and we got Chris Julian. So some of these are like the face isn't. If you zoom in, the face isn't actually that bad.
I still can't get over the whom gods destroyed.
Yeah, that's a
Andorian. Why in the holy hell would they do that figure? Why not do Garth?
Yeah, or maybe there is. I didn't get it.
Captain Garth?
I'll check. Or someone in the chat if they could Google it. Yep.
Or Yvonne Craig, the Orion slave girl.
Yeah.
All right. There's no picture in the back, but this is the other thing. Die cast. I have these all out in the room, and I guess complete as you save the box. So I think
got that thing one.
So I don't know they don't list who the character is on these to save money, but I think that's fantastic.
Is that not a pewter one, like a just gold color or something?
One of them is gold that I have. I can't remember what this one.
Yeah, I got a thing. It's a real skinny thing.
Yeah, I think these are more die casts that aren't. I think these are painted.
Oh,
if I
yeah,
remember right. I think if you look, yep. So here's a kind of a fun one here. Let's see. I want to take the price. Well, just move the price out of the way because it's always love saving the prices when you buy something. But
Yeah.
it was blocking some cool Batman Beyond Joker with assault hover cycle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got you.
You got that for a good price, though, dude.
So what else is in that line? Let's see. We got Future Night Batman, Covert Batman. I love all these crazy Batmans. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's the Joker. What was Joker Z? I guess they called. Yeah, from Batman Beyond.
Did they ever do the Future Superman one from Batman Beyond?
No, and I wanted that one the most. I literally wanted that one.
That's kind of a creepy toy for a kid, but yeah.
Well, a lot of that stuff is really creepy on that. Like,
yeah.
Oh, fucking Claude with his picture.
What a Claude send you now?
An old picture he posted on Facebook. He went into the store and took the most offensive movie of a year sticker off of one of them and put it on Man of Steel DVD. I mean Blu-ray. He's got a picture of him. But
now this is one of my favorite figures. It's up on my shelf, but I can't reach it. I don't want to knock it.
Dude, the John Belushi Baker.
Yep. So if you look in the back, hopefully they have a picture. Samurai
now
Baker.
Time for an episode of Samurai Baker. I love that.
Dude, I used to love watching that.
Breakaway cake and table, real cloth apron.
I know.
2 samurais, push button shopping act. So I'm looking at him now, but there's no way I could safely get him. I don't have telepathic powers. Yeah, Mary Catherine Gallagher and that. And Goat Boy. Yep. But when I saw this, it's one of those you see on the shelf. You're like,
well, these are hard to get because this was for the 25th anniversary, the birthday. So
yeah, and I got this for $5 at Benny's, which is like a secondhand store. You know, you always look for bargains in toys.
Yeah.
Too bad they don't come with a special Buck Henry figure to be with him.
That would be awesome.
Man. I would have bought a Buck Henry figure, dude. Yeah, man. I would have bought that.
Samurai Delicatessen. I have that one. That's a crazy figure. It comes with a cloth one.
Yeah.
And they didn't do Iron Fist, so they did Shang-Chi, which I have.
Yeah, limited edition, 1 of 10,000.
Wow, I don't have the.
Wait. You got the very first one?
No, but it says it can't be. No, but it's 1 of 10. That's a trick in marketing. Yeah, it is 1 of 10,000. Yep.
Yeah, it is one of those.
It is one of those. But.
Wow. Nice.
So,
I don't have that one.
I got that one way back. I still have that one. I got, in fact, it's kind of short. It's very tiny though.
Yeah, but the reason why I didn't get that, I could never find it. I looked all over the place.
That's a KB, I mean,
yeah, because Luke Cage is one of my favorites. So
yeah, they later came out with a much better one. That's kind of a goofy figure.
Yeah,
short, but it's got a cloth. Look, he's wearing a cloth, like top but not bottom.
Yep.
And they did a Shang-Chi one like that, which I have.
Pat S said the Batman Brave and Bold had some really nice action figures too.
They had a Batmobile that transformed it. You could turn it was plastic. It was big. You could turn it into the Bat plane as well, like it did on the show.
Yeah.
God, I want that. My Retro Blasting buddies had that one.
I never knew the Brave and Bold had toys.
Oh
yeah, dude.
Yeah, they look like the cartoon. I never got any of them. I'm so mad at myself for it. I need to go get some. Still want to get them, but
they're slightly hard to get. So.
Well, that's what happens. You see him like that John Belushi. I'm like, I wasn't gonna buy.
Yeah, that dude. I've only seen that in 2 places, and since the 25th birthday anniversary, whatever you want to call it.
Oh well,
so yeah.
And then of course you got that, the classic cover with Spider-Man. Here, what number is Spider-Man? Is that? I can't tell from my eyes aren't good. I'm cloudy. You maybe remember what cover issue, but that's a classic cover of Spidey.
That's because there's a glare there.
Yeah, let me change the angle here. That's what happens with the lights. Try to get the. Let's see if that's better that way. Oh, it's actually.
It's a Ramita cover, but I think it might be. Is that the one after her father, Captain Stacy, died?
Yeah.
Oh, that sculpting is amazing, man.
Yeah, it's good.
I love that Silver Age and
I love me some silver, man.
Yep.
I'm a bronze lover, but I love me some silver too.
Yeah. So who was in this figure? Like Captain America, Spider-Man, Grey Hulk.
Oh yeah, that was. I think it was. That might have been that issue after she died. I guess. Was it 122 or something?
Yeah.
She died in 121, didn't she?
Yep. I think it was 121 that she died in.
Yep. So this is
Unmasked at Last.
Yes. One something. Yeah, I can't tell the issue.
Someone help us out.
That's not when she died, but they've got something on the back. They were talking about her story about how she died.
Now I read somewhere, I don't know if it's true, that Stan Lee didn't want Gwen Stacy killed off, and he was traveling in Europe or somewhere.
I thought he okayed it because, in fact, I thought he okayed it, and with Jerry Conway wanting to do it. I thought it was Stan's idea, but I don't know.
No, I thought it was something about Mary Jane being actually more popular, so they wanted to
that's the reason why they did it. But
or maybe Stan was saying that.
Stan didn't want to have Stacy killed off. He told me this several times.
Gwen Stacy.
But then, but
because he already killed her father. So
because they were like, no, we already killed her. He told me this point blank himself. He goes, they already killed his dad off.
Right.
So we wanted to keep him. We wanted to keep her, and then of course Mary Jane was gaining in popularity, and so it was just like, well, Peter can't have two loves of his life, so one of them had to go.
One had to go, right? Yep.
Yeah, one had to go.
Right. And I love them both, but I was a Gwen guy, you know. I mean, but at the time, when I finally got to read that, I was not happy. And again, it was just, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I loved her too. You know, like I thought they were perfect for one another.
Did you ever read Marvel's #4 when they go through that? Good God, with us! I mean, how sad that was. It was called "The Day She Died," and they chronicled that with Phil Sheldon.
Yeah, it's just so sad, man. It was just
because Stan wasn't writing the book at the time.
No, he was editing.
No,
he was running
out.
Jerry Conway.
Okay, it's one of those situations like the Clone Saga where Stan Lee just comes by, say, "Hey, wouldn't it be nice if we do this?"
Let's be honest.
The Clone Saga came out. Stan was in California.
Stan was already in California, and he wasn't. He didn't have. He had name recognition and he had investments in the company, but he wasn't really working on anything. He was
doing movie stuff.
Yeah, he was doing movie stuff and he was the figurehead, but besides that, he really didn't do anything else.
Well, for the Clone Saga, but when that came out, when he was just editor in chief, he was just like he wasn't writing anything or anything. He was editor in chief, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then at that one point, they pushed him out. But Marvel still wanted. That's the thing. Marvel pushed him out, but they still were like, "Hey, we want you to come and do." I would have told him to go fuck off. Like,
they wanted the ideas, but Stan Lee, when he is involved and he's really involved, he's doing a long run. You know he will do something amazing, but when he just comes by and gives something, anything, just like, hey, there's an idea. And everybody's, oh my God, it's the best idea ever. And nobody ever thinks about what he said.
Stanley's more of a glory hound. He was never an idea guy. He was a huckster, and he was good at promotion. That was his main thing. He was really good at that.
But like I said, he told me that, he shouldn't have been so rambunctious and, he let his ego get a hold of him.
Well, James Galton and Jim Shooter chased his ass away. They're the ones that screwed Stan. I mean, they kind of chased him away in the 80s.
Yeah, but then in the 90s, they're like, well, he was only there as a figurehead and everything else. So.
Oh yeah, he's still.
But here's the thing, and I was like, doesn't it bother you that Marvel only calls on you when they have a movie or something? But besides that, they don't want to have anything else to do with you most of the time. He goes, yeah, it does bother me because, I was there for so long, So I was like, they're kind of doing you dirty. And he's like, yeah, I know.
Get in line. He's the one of many that they did dirty.
Yeah, I know. Marvel did dirty to so many. DC did it too. You can't. DC did it to Shigo and Sugar and Seaster, and did it to a bunch of other people. So
Stan did it to a lot of people, then they did it to him. That's just where this company's.
And it just went down the road. It hopped from person to person.
And then they did it to the ones doing it to everyone else. It always happened to the ones doing it too, like Shooter and all those idiots. Oh, I remember this line. I had this one.
Yeah, so
Plastic Man. No, we didn't get any bad Wesley comments, so that was good.
Oh, I'm
sorry, we were busy.
That's okay. I'm joking. Yeah.
I
always bring him back.
No, I'm just joking. Wesley gets no love, so poor Wesley.
I hate Wesley.
Oh, fuck Wesley, dude. Seriously.
If Will Wheaton were a nice dude, I'd feel bad about all the Wesley hate. No, I don't.
Yeah, but like, dude, he's a douche. I'm not trying to be mean, but he is.
He is a douche.
Have you met him in real life, or?
Yeah, several times, and he had his nose stuck up in the air. Like, he thought he was big because he was Weslly, and I was like, dude.
I met Captain Kirk.
I hate
no Captain Kirk.
I hate Kyle Rayner, but that super, and I don't like that run because of him. He was in it, but that actually looked like Superman for a change.
Yeah, that Superman art was awesome. I love that. I have all those.
I like this figure. He should be maybe freed from the box.
Yeah, you are a figure.
Mean guy.
Yeah.
Well,
I have all those. I have a bunch of those figures.
The problem is I don't have that much room left, so I can't put.
Yeah.
Here's one that.
I hate him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What do you?
I was gonna say Mike's favorite Super
Punk. I hate him.
Oh.
It's a pretty
not my Superboy.
Yeah, all right. But figure's not bad actually for a depiction of the cartoon character and the comic character. Yeah, I did like that origin and that kind of the clone in terms of in the comic.
He didn't look like that on the cartoon though. Did he? Didn't just wear the stupid T-shirt and stuff?
Yeah.
No, he wore the jacket. First time when you saw him, he had the jacket on because that I know about that shit. And then slowly they took the jacket off of him. So.
That's not dirty.
And they gave him another ridiculous costume that made him even look worse.
Yeah. But what was this? Was it a movie or was it the show where he was trapped underground and the Teen Titans rescued him and he had
that was the first episode of Young Justice.
Young Justice. I thought that episode was really well done.
Cadmus. Yeah. That show it looked really good. It's just I grew up wanting them to be the Titans. When they changed to Young Justice, it aggravated me. And there was some good stuff in that first season. Man, the Justice League looked great. The animation was good and stuff. It was tough for me to get into because it was just a group of Titans that I wasn't into anymore.
Yeah.
We know Pat. Pat goes, I gave Bill Shatner a Diet 7-Up and a sandwich. I know. I've said that before.
Nice. Snort. So there was we have a confirmation. There probably was no Garth figure, but we sure got the Andorian with the weird fur thingy.
Yeah. You got to show that to Raquel. Yeah. So here's
Tarax and Surfer.
I have this out on the shelf, so I can grab that. But I guess the show. Well, here we go. This is a cool line. Yeah. So this was these. So that's the thing that I'm sure you have, Mike, and Mr. Fantastic Doom. Yeah, there's Surfer versus Tarax.
Yeah, I didn't get the doubles.
I got the thing in Blastar, and then I have Fantastic and Doom. Those are the only two I bought.
I didn't get them in the double sets though. I got them in the regular
single.
Ones. Yeah. I still have that MODOK. I have all MODOK and all those FF ones over there.
Yeah. Dragon Man.
The place I went to, they were in the double pack, so I just bought them like that. But then I did buy all the Fantastic Four separately too. So
I've got some of them up on. Well, here's Tarax here, and I kept looking for his axe because Tarax got to have an axe, but in the package did it or
mine did.
Let's see, here's Tarax. It's pretty good figure.
It is, yeah.
Paint's decent, yeah.
Herald of Galactus, Tarax, the team now.
But I have an axe that doesn't fit in his hand. For years I thought it was his axe. But then I'm looking at the box art and they're not showing. I could, obviously be wrong, but they're not showing him with an axe. So
hey,
if anyone knows if he had an axe, let me know.
Hey, Pat. When I was younger, he was really super nice to me too. But he had these other people that would bug him constantly, and he would tell him to go piss off. But he was really nice to me when I was younger. So
remember the line? And did you see Free Enterprise?
Yeah.
The line in it when Marc tells Robert Marionette character from all around the world, people from everywhere, as far off as the Caspian Sea, have been running up the bill and acting like idiots. Why must you be one of them?
Yeah.
Now it's my turn. Respect the man's space. I do respect his space. It's the final frontier.
So here's the last one from the box, and I think this is probably one of the better ones in the box.
Oh, yeah, got that one. Greatness. That was a DC Direct, right?
DC Direct, yep.
Yeah, I have
those
that
were
one.
some of them could be kind of brittle. Mine, the legs were.
I had to buy 2 of these because my flash fell apart on me.
Mine did too. I think my leg broke on this.
The leg fell off on mine too.
Of all things to break on the flash.
So I was like,
Yes.
the second time I bought it, I didn't even bother taking it out. I was like, fuck it.
I love Jay Garrick though. I got all.
Yeah, I love Jay, and I love them. I all the JSA are my favorites.
Well, yes. I think Retro Blasting should be able to fix your figures right with his toolkit and what he does. So
I have this box, 2 big gigantic containers with nothing but because when I moved about 16 years ago, I had to put all my accessories to my toys, and I made the mistake of putting them all into some willy-nilly in a couple of big containers.
Yeah.
And I never put them back with their figures because I didn't have enough room to display them like I had before. And one time I was talking to Michael many years ago. I said, dude, this is impossible now to match all these things up with the figures because I don't have boxes. I don't have the cards. And he said, I can do it. I said, dude, I would never do that for you.
Dude, if there's anybody can do it.
Retro Blasting could.
It would be impossible. I'm telling you. If you look if I showed you a picture of the box, you go, no one can do that.
He can.
No,
literally.
Dude, I know him. I've known him. He's not. God can't do it. I'm telling you. Because there's nothing on each end. First of all, you have to take all my figures, which are tons of boxes, containers. Then you take all those 3 big containers full of nothing but accessories for those figures. You would spend the rest of eternity trying to match them.
Because how many figures do you have? Hundreds.
Yeah,
hundreds and hundreds. Yeah. I mean, maybe a few you could get, but you'd probably go.
Yeah, you would be able to guess them all. I mean,
there's some obscure stuff,
and they're all superhero stuff. That's not his forte anyway. So
because I keep finding stuff that I had loose, and I find guns or little tiny things.
Tiny stuff too. There's so many tiny pieces. I didn't want to throw any of those pieces away, but then I should have marked them, cataloged them, put them in a bag. It's a mess.
Yeah, I find that all the time. I'll go into a certain door and I have pieces.
Look, if this were G.I. Joe's or Star Wars or like He-Man's and this stuff, I would bet money, even money, he'd be able to do it. These are superhero figures. It's a little bit different.
So I'll give a little plug for my channel here. So this was the
Marc D and I couldn't even do it, probably.
Yeah, or we could, but it would just be years later. Yeah,
it's 20 years. Oh, is that a Micronaut?
It's a Micronaut Galactic Warrior that I repaired. So this was the original figure that I had. So his paint's kind of shot on the left. Wow. And then what had happened, the O-ring broke. So I don't have the time traveler with me. You can see through the figure and through the chest. There's a rubber band or an O-ring that goes.
Yeah, that is really super hard to fix.
So what happens is once that breaks, his legs fall off. So this is an original one from when I was a kid, or these guys were
these were before the Marvel.
He-Man did that too. Once that O-ring breaks, the Master of the Universe legs just fall off.
So what I did, I have a whole video.
Pat S, we'll do it one day, man. Go ahead.
But on some of the other figures, they had it where you could just snap them back on, but some of them were held by rubber bands. So
what I did with this figure, it's riveted together. So since I have a machine shop, we drilled them out, and you can watch the video on my channel how all the steps we did. But so I had to sandblast them, take them apart, buy an O-ring, and repaint them, and then you had to drill and tap the this plate on this side, see where this notch is or boss. is here. So the way they made these figures originally to save money, you had the two pieces, and you had a piece of metal sticking up that became the rivet. So you would just push these two pieces together, and then you had the riveting machine would go in here and just rivet. So there was no threads to tap, because anytime you make I'm in manufacturing, so whenever you tap a hole in metal, there's a chance the tap will break or the part will break, you ruin the figure, and it's more work. So it's a lot cheaper to have a rivet to hold the figures together. But the problem is when you can't take it apart, it's permanent. So, and then once that rubber band goes, the O-ring goes, you're SOL without, drilling it out. And then you had to re-tap it because you can't, once you drill it out, you can't re-rivet it. So you had to make it so you could put a screw in there. So the good thing is, like, in 40 years again, if I'm still here, I can take this guy apart and fix him. So you can watch the video on my channel on how to do that. So that took probably,
oh, nice,
couple weeks to do. And now he's back. And the next step, what I got to do is print a 3D stand that I found on Thingiverse. And then you can, someone had a trick. They said you take a plastic drink stir, heat it up and bend it and go into this 3D printed stand. So then these guys, they're metal, but they don't stand up that well unless they're up against something, or they're pretty flimsy. The weight of them, they actually have, a good, they would never make a figure like that today where it's all, they're made out of metal. So it's
Hey, Retro, go looking on your messenger. I want them to be in here for the end, though.
Sure, yeah.
Dude,
Retro, go and look at your messenger. I sent you a link, brother. Okay.
Hey, Vigilante.
Hey, Vigilante. I
man.
sent you. I sent you a link, brother. So
looks like he's tired, man. He's
yeah.
tired,
Yeah.
These Micronauts are way before the Marvel comic. Did they do figures on the Marvel versions? Well, I think they did, but
I think
you don't see them much.
So what happened was Golden. Well, here, let me grab my Micronauts poster that I have signed by Michael Golden. Hopefully I won't knock anything over here.
Yeah.
But what happened was they created the figure. He created characters for the Micronauts. So the license was for the Micronauts figures. So like Galactic Warrior and Time Traveler and a Croyer. Let me zoom out here.
Yeah, did they do a Croyer and Bug and Marionette and Baron Karza?
Yeah, so what they did, you've got the original Micronauts figures. They never did Marvel line of the figures.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, so there's no Micronauts line of the figures. You just have the original Micronauts, and then they adapted them. So let me see if I can zoom out a little bit more here.
Because I know the comic was popular. Everyone would like to see figures of these guys.
Oh, yeah, they were great. So the Croyer, someone actually 3D printed some boots so you can make him look more like the Marvel comic version.
Wow.
And then Commander Ran, there's no figure. There's
no
figure that's kind of like. There's a figure that's kind of like him. And Marionette is so these are Marvel creations by Michael Gold,
Bill Mantlo, Michael
Golden. Yeah. So the Marvel owns the rights to Commander Ran, Marionette, who's kind of like a Princess Leia, and Bug. So these are the characters that are. Let me zoom. I love Bug, the character Bug.
Yeah, because they gave Bug his own special. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah.
And Bug, they came out with. He's been in some of the newer Captain Marvel. Not which version of Captain Marvel would you? That's the Peter David Captain Marvel. Bug appeared in a few issues.
Yeah,
if you Google him, you can find him. So the problem is now I think Hasbro has the rights, but you could never have these three characters who are probably the best character. Well, Croyer's a fantastic character too.
Yeah.
So IDW and Diamond, who else? Not IDW. It was IDW and then Dynamite. Each had the rights for a while, and then they had short runs, and the runs didn't last. But they did have Baron Karza, who's kind of it's not a exact knockoff, but you could say that's Darth Vader. Here's C-3PO and R2-D2. But it was a fantastic story. I mean, the first 12 issues, everyone should read the first 12 issues.
Michael Golden was he was perfect for that series. Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
a buddy of mine just got the art. He have you ever seen how expensive those artist editions are by IDW? Those are beautiful. Those are fantastic pieces, and he got that of this very first one, the Micronauts one there, the golden one.
Yeah,
artist edition. God, those things are
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, nice to have.
Yeah, I only have a couple because they're very expensive, but they're beautiful. They're gigantic.
Yeah.
So we should do maybe a show on your channel on the Micronauts if you want of all the.
I never read it. I was a ROM guy, but I did buy Micronauts a little bit. You know, it was the golden stuff and the Pat Project run, but I bought it a little bit. But I was a ROM guy.
It just happened. It was something that clicked with me because I had the toys, and I collected, like I said in the video, I collected more of the Micronauts toys than the Star Wars toys as a kid. I don't know why, but maybe, as I said, like love building things that are more, interchangeable and almost a little bit like Legos in some ways. And when the comic came out, I was like, oh, this is so, and the comic is really good too. So that was a fun part of it. So, and then what really killed me was, it was tough to get comics back when I was a kid. You had to either go, you didn't have a car, or I had to jump on, a train or get mom to drive me to the one newsstand that was kind of like 15 or 20 minutes away. And then, so that didn't always happen because it wasn't in the grocery store. And then when they went direct, I think Micronauts is one of the first ones that went direct with a couple other, you have the great memory for that, Clobby. What else went direct? That was a couple, Kazar,
Moon Knight, Kazar,
Moon Knight.
even Doctor Strange for a while. So yeah, the Marvel were like 3 or 4 Marvel titles that went direct, which means, of course, comic shops only, folks.
Yep.
Man,
That's the only way you could get those DC Direct ones was in the comic book shop too.
Yep. So what happened? So what happened was then I'm like, Mom, can you write a check to send to Marvel Comics? And then and she's like, I'm not sending a check to some comic book company, And then so what we did, like my friend Joe, who's another great friend of mine back then, I think his mom did it. And we shared like he'd bring the comic to school, and he'd let me read it. So that was,
I always thought it was a curious choice to make Micronauts a direct series. I mean, it was aimed mostly at kids and toys.
Yeah.
And direct comics like Moon Knight was a pretty dark
more
comic
adult
at the time. Yeah, it was definitely that title. The mentioned Sienkiewicz run, Kazar really was too. Bruce Jones, Brent Anderson run on that, and Doctor Strange. Yeah, so doing Micronauts for direct, I was in a shop at the time, and I was like, I don't know why they're doing that, but yeah.
That was really weird. Yeah. So I think Micronauts lasted around 80 issues, and then they came out with a Micronauts second edition that ran about 20 issues. And then sporadically, if you go, you go to the wikis, you can find out. I've collected all the issues that the other, Bug was in, and there was a one shot of Bug that was pretty cool. And then, Commander Random Marionette. So that's the latest I heard on Micronauts, that we're going to come out with an animated series. I think that fell through. There's some articles you can read, and then Hasbro's got the rights to them now. But of course, if they come out with them, they're not going to have those
split up.
3 characters in, or they'll come up with, they've got there's, if you look at the Micronauts online, there's like different, they can have a Croyer who's a cool character, but then they also had some other time traveler, or space glider is his name. So that's
I love those old Micronauts golden covers, man.
Yeah. So,
hey, Retro's here.
Hey, Retro,
man.
Morning, nights.
But that's hey, buddy, what's up? Good to see you, man. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
But Mark, that's so damn cool, dude. That's
thank you.
Stuff, bud. Wow.
Fun stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
So so that's I got to meet Michael Golden at the last Comic-Con that was in New York back before all the vid hit. So and I kept I kept buying, and I came back, and I was like, there was a Star Wars cover that I grabbed. I was like, I knew you'd come back to get that. So I got probably 5 or 6
was a Star Wars number 37 or 38 or something, one with Luke and Leia on the cover.
Yep. Yeah, it was a nice cover. Yep. So, and I love his art. So it was fun to get it signed.
He did that one issue. He did that one issue of Star Wars, and that came out right before the Empire adaptation was in the next issue.
Oh, interesting. So his art is really well. He didn't do a ton of art for Marvel, but it's
actually he did the NAM for a long time.
Yep. The NAM. He was did that, and then I guess he was in graphic design, if you look on his website, or he didn't start out in comics, and it kind of.
A buddy of mine is obsessed with his work. I mean, I like Golden stuff. If you look at his faces, they all look like Bug. His people look like Bug.
They do look like Bug.
Yeah. He did Batman Annual. He did, but mostly he did Marvel, and he worked for. He did Micronauts, of course. He did Doctor Strange for a little while in the Nam, but other than that, didn't do a whole hell of a lot.
There wasn't a lot.
Yeah, the Star Wars issue.
Yeah, I don't think was he a veteran. I don't want to say that he isn't.
I think he was. I'm not sure.
He was on.
He did Bucky O'Hare, of course. Created Bucky O'Hare.
Bucky O'Hare was awesome.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, and he did. He was on a podcast a while back with. Who does? Brain is not working right now, but who created Bane? The artist that created Bane.
Graham Nolan. The artist was Graham Nolan.
So he was on Graham Nolan, which is great. So if you want to learn more about Michael Golden, check out that stream. I'll try to find it, but yeah, it was telling his life story and how he got into it. No, and he did Howard the Duck Black and White Comics magazine.
Did
yeah? I'm checking. I'm just looking at his some of his bio. So
Howard the Duck.
This movie sucks.
No.
When I was my great retro blasting friends just did their podcast the other day, and it was about the Howard the Duck movie, as I was telling you before, Jed, and I was helping them with the research on that. You don't want to know what Steve Gerber thought about that movie, but he was fine with getting paid for it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, retro, and we've been asking this because you just got here. We'll say this, and then we'll end it, Mark, because I know you got to go.
Yeah. Well,
retro. What are your favorite pop culture mothers? Movies, games, TV shows, whatever, video games, whatever. Retro.
Did we lose Retro?
Retro.
Did we lose him?
Call in Retro. No, he's coming back in from the TARDIS.
Yeah,
I think I just heard him.
All retros. Calling all retros.
Okay. I thought you were trying to decide if you were going for mothers or for meals.
Rhett?
You dare, brother?
Oh my. Oh boy.
Oh my.
Retro has slipped into another dimension.
Yeah.
I think the TARDIS is traveling through a wormhole. Technical difficulties. We'll get Retro's take on his favorite moms in a second.
Yeah.
He's lost in a time vortex. Retro,
what do we guess? What do we think? There are not really many moms on Doctor Who, are there? Or
well, Sarah Jane was a mom.
Yeah.
Like you said, someone mentioned that she did have she not a natural mom, but she was Luke's mom on Sarah Jane Adventures. So,
yeah,
that's right.
Who else was who else was I'm trying to that his show
actually there wasn't that many other people.
No, not really.
Well, and then you never know who in the original Doctor is. Is it his granddaughter that's in the TARDIS, or that's
his granddaughter? That's right.
Yeah. So you ever find out were her parents on?
Yeah, Susan.
No, we never found out about her parents, but actually in the Time Lords, there's a justification for that. They live so long that they actually don't care about family on that way. They actually see it as something that you get along on life,
Yeah.
Ace hated her mom. Does that count? I love Ace, by the way. She's
Ace is awesome.
Yeah, the Nerdporial life form. Congrats on that. He just hit 100.
And we know why Ace hated her mom, but that'll come up in a Doctor Who episode. Go watch that. That's an awesome one. So
Which one?
The one where she finds out about her mom.
Yeah. Curse of Fenric's one of the greatest episodes.
Curse of Fenric is one of the best Doctor Who episodes. Go watch it, people. Yeah, go watch it.
Yeah.
It explains why Ace hates her parents, but then she finds out
mom,
if she finds out it wasn't really what she was told. So go watch it. It's awesome.
Love her.
So Retro, you there?
hope the dialects didn't get him.
I know. I can hear him in the background.
Well, he said technical difficulties, and then he faded out.
Oh dear.
Wait, did he just did Caitlyn Kennedy? Fade in.
Yes, he faded out.
Let me do something here.
Oh dear, we could be playing the game of Rassilon at this very moment, Brigadier.
Oh, he got kicked off. He's not even on messages.
Oh, we've had a few technical difficulties tonight.
Well, this is weird. He should have disappeared off the stream then if his other shit went down.
Maybe his internet went out. Yep.
Brigadier. Yeah. Let's for calling him Brigadier. He might come back.
Houston, we have a problem. A sexual problem.
We are retro.
Somebody said all the nerds said all the master episodes.
Yep. Love the master. I'm the master, and you will obey me. Rachel Delgado, by the way, hands down the greatest master.
Oh, did you know? What's it? TV. The TV, dude. What is it? What do they call it? There he is.
TV what? What? What's her say?
Do we lose Jed?
Oh my
No,
God.
this is a late Saturday night. Not even Saturday, Sunday
No,
night.
I'm here.
Yes.
On Pluto TV, they have like all the Doctor Who episodes.
Well, they show a lot of the same ones over and over for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Real
show, but
classic.
I've noticed because I've been watching them. Like if until Marc gets the episodes fixed, I'm just watching them over on
Pluto TV has them for free, or Pluto
Yeah,
TV
they
is
said they have
free,
a classic Doctor Who channel of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if anyone
It's free.
need-
Yeah. All right.
if anyone needs Doctor Who, and
Yeah,
I
put the
mean
link,
all
yeah.
Doctor Who, I can provide you with access to that. It's all I can say in live, but I can grant you a full collection of those episodes without charge.
It's on BritBox also, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So they have. I'm looking at. I just put the link in for Pluto.
Yeah.
Which is there might be commercials in that, but
Yeah, there
are a
there's
couple.
but that's okay though, right? Yep.
There's
So
only
you
like
can watch-
one or two commercials. That's it.
They have an MST3K channel, a Riff Tracks channel. They've got like Shout Factory channel. They show Space 1999 and all kind of other groups.
Yeah, I watched
cartoons.
all
There's
four
great
of
stuff
those.
on there.
Yeah, Pluto TV has a ton of good stuff.
Have you heard of Airy TV?
No.
Airy
Okay.
TV is similar to it. It's got even more stuff. It doesn't have Doctor Who, but it has a lot of crap.
Do you remember how Twitch got big?
Twitch?
When it was just in TV.
Oh, you mean
people-
it wasn't always Twitch thoughts that
No.
ran the world? You
No,
know?
it used to be.
I know. I was
piracy of-
kidding.
Okay.
I know. It used to be about video games. I was there on Justin TV, literally. So, yeah, I know. I was just kidding.
The Airy TV app's pretty good too. They got so many stations. It's channels. It's unbelievable.
Oh, the Rifleman is on right now on Pluto. Well, I guess all the channels. That was a good.
They had one of
good
those.
listen.
Yeah, Rifleman. I was watching that the other day on Airy. But yeah, they have Rifleman on that. They have that on Pluto now.
Pluto's on Rifleman. Yep. Carol Burnett, Johnny Carson.
Yeah, they
Wow,
got
that's
Johnny
fantastic.
Carson. I
Yeah.
love watching his old Johnny
Oh
Carson.
God,
They have all the Carol Burnett stuff.
Carol Burnett's on.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
right.
Beverly Hillbillies. See,
Yeah.
not
And
to
my
say-
aunt on Beverly Hillbillies, my great
Oh.
aunt. Yeah.
That's right.
Adam's Family. Love.
Yeah,
Boat.
she's my great aunt. Oh my god, Granny is my great aunt.
Awesome.
Oh,
Irene
My
Ryan.
great aunt. Yeah, great aunt Irene. So
Wow.
yeah.
Irene
Happiness
Ryan.
Channel.
She was the funniest thing on that show. Was she and Jethro?
Yeah, she was like she and okay. When you see her on the show, that was literally all makeup. She was a beautiful woman in real life. That how you see her,
Yeah, well, she was getting old by then, though. Yeah, but yeah.
yeah, but they put a ton of makeup on there to make her look older than she was.
Wow.
So
Dragnet's on. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Pat S said, ask the panel where I can watch Star Trek. Thanks.
Amazon, I believe.
the
or
the,
Netflix.
the
Netflix,
animated
Netflix,
the animated
Netflix,
series. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to start watching that pass for.
If you have Netflix, it's on. Yeah, it's still on Netflix. Netflix, right? Series.
It was on Netflix when I saw last time the original series, but I actually lost access to Netflix a long time ago.
Oh, I got you.
Because of
still on there.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. And Jupiter's Legacy, I keep hearing things about. I don't know if we'll talk about it.
I watched that first episode so far, and yeah.
I never bought the comic. People liked it. It's again more deconstructionist crap. I mean, Invincible is great, and it's not really deconstruction. It's just violent from a different sort. It's not like at least they act like superheroes that just have a lot of horrible violence.
Invincible was awesome.
I got it. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. I'm saying, but it's not like. Again, they still act like superheroes, even with although Omni-Man is what he does, but still, it's not like everybody in The Boys and Jupiter's like everybody's a horrible low-life scumbags. Like, it's just different. It's just because it's written Millar and Innes and Ellis, guys like that. They hate superheroes and stuff written by people who hate superheroes gets kind of even if it's a good comic, I think it's a little tiresome to me sometimes. To be honest.
Yeah.
By the way, hello Retro.
Hey, morning,
everyone.
Hi, guys. Sorry
brother.
Technical difficulties, pushing the old technology to its limit. Sorry, it packed in.
The TARDIS is very old. It sometimes doesn't work right.
It's a bit of a Type 40. Needs to hit it with a mallet every now and again. Get it going.
So we were saying this, and I know you had some, and I've said this to everybody that came on the show tonight. What are your favorite pop culture mothers? It can be from any era, any comic book, any movie, TV show, whatever. Anime, whatever.
Ooh, some mothers, let me think. Oh, God, that's a hard one. That is a hard one.
That's what she said.
I would say Elliot's mother from E.T. Definitely would be in there. Yeah. Let's think. Ooh.
The James Bond channel is on.
Yeah.
How about Mother from the Avengers? And I mean the TV show Avengers. I know it was a guy. Sorry.
It's not a mother.
Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
Oh God.
I was going to say you could say Samantha, possibly from Bewitched, maybe.
Yeah. Love her.
Let's think.
Gorgeous.
Who else? Yeah. Who else can I think of? I don't know exactly whether you did. I suppose we could say Morticia Addams as well from the Addams family.
She was a mother.
Yeah.
You could also say the Munsters too.
Yeah. I was going to say you could say the Monsters as well. Yeah, you could go with that one as well. Who else? Let me think. I mean, even technically she's not a mother as in words, but you could say Granny from the original Beverly Hills the Clampets as well.
No, we were just talking about her.
You mean my great aunt?
Yeah,
she's my aunt. She's my aunt in real life. So my great aunt in real life.
Absolute classic.
About a floor man.
Well, that's funny. I didn't name myself Jed because of her. It's if you put an I on the end of it, what do you get?
Yeah, you should name yourself Jethro.
Oh fuck no! So a lot of people couldn't get. A lot of people. I didn't want to be called Jedi all the time, so I just took the I off of it. And then one of my family goes, "You just know you named yourself Jed." He goes, "You know who your great aunt is, right?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't think about that."
Jed Clampett.
So that's literally how that came about because I was trying to name up my name on the internet like 25 years ago. So I've had different names over the years, but then Jed just stuck out, So I've had that one since mid-90s.
Pluto TV got more annoying somehow. It makes you go through all kind of crap to just turn it on.
No, it doesn't. I can go right to it on my TV.
do annoying crap it's making me do, showing commercials and making.
You're old. You get annoyed by anything, Mike.
I'm telling that's changed, sucker. I'm telling you. Instead of, I press the button on a show, it just asks me to do 50 things, and now it's just showing commercials.
If you have a Roku, you hit the channel and it goes right to the channel. I don't have that. It's just on my phone app, dude. Yeah, it should do that on their phone app, too.
It's all it's doing is commercials and crap. I'm on the Star Trek when I was just trying. I got a bit on there in a while just to test it out, and it's not doing anything. So anyway, but yeah, it's nice. Used to be easy. Now there it is. There's the Enterprise.
Well, you got to start it out, and it starts out. You got to let it do the commercials when you first. It's anywhere from 2 to 4 commercials, and then you watch it for like maybe 15 minutes, a half an hour. They give you another 2 to 4 commercials.
Okay, you guys need to do a Pi hole on your homes. You get a Raspberry Pi, you install a software that is called Pi hole, and it will filter the ads on your household. It's connected to your router, and it will filter everything.
But does it? But would you have a time gap there, or would it just remove the commercials?
No, it just remove. Basically, it's a filter for any server that provides ads. So it will request the ad, it will find nothing, and it will play anything that you are set to play. I use that for Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll doesn't serve
Crunchyroll
and it works well. Pablo,
I've been watching. Was it High School DxD again?
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, and then they put the last few seasons of Food Wars on, so I only watched the first 2 seasons on Netflix. Oh, it was actually on Hulu, and then they added 3 more seasons. I was like, oh my god! And then they added like 2 more seasons to Crunchyroll of DxD, High School DxD. So I only saw the first 2, and so I was like, oh dude, there's a ton of stuff I haven't got to see yet. So. But I love High School DxD. That's one of my favorites. So.
Yeah, but the Pi hole works on almost anything. The only things that doesn't work is the app for YouTube on your phone. You will still get apps. I will recommend using Firefox on your phone for that.
I don't use Firefox.
No, Firefox on your cell phone on Android actually works, so you can play the video on the background while you are doing anything else on your phone, and you don't need to pay YouTube for that. It's part of using the desktop side of YouTube on the Firefox version of.
Well, after that bullshit where they came out against free speech, I deleted Firefox off my phone, on my phone, my computer, and my tab. I told them to go fuck themselves.
I collab with Firefox. I actually have the pin, and I have a credential because I help with some pieces of software there.
Yeah,
and they used to be an amazing company, man. I don't know what
they
happened.
did. They were.
They're all about privacy before.
Yeah, but now I just go to DuckDuckGo or Brave. I'm like, So.
No, but this is only because YouTube normally detects when you go out of the tab on the window.
Yeah.
But if you are using Firefox in desktop mode on Android, it doesn't detect that, so it keeps playing the video, and you can do whatever you want, and it's actually quite nice. But on your TV, for instance, you won't get any ad on YouTube, and that's really, really, really nice. On the PS4, it works all the time. And for most of the sites, it just works, and it actually blocks trackers and everything, so it's a win.
And it doesn't break some sites. If you use an ad blocker and you go to some sites, sometimes it says you must turn on.
It's not detected. This is the thing, and normally they detect the code of that blocker, but this is more like you have a sieve, you have a filter for ad servers on your network, so it resolves the DNS.
It's acting like a gateway filter, isn't it? Really?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not a software. It's software, but it's not software that's detected by the.
You are actually setting up a full PC, because a Raspberry Pi, at least Raspberry Pi 4, is already a nice PC to have. and you are just connecting it to your router and telling your router to resolve DNS using your PI. So the PI will check if you are not in the no-no list, and if you are not in the no-no list, it will let you proceed as normal. So you get actually quite a good internet.
And it protects your whole house, then it sounds like, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting, yeah. And then I guess if you wanted to whitelist something or allow ads, if it's a creator, so there's a lot of creators out there you want to support too. So
you can.
I guess you can allow them too. So because some of the sites you go to, like we subscribe to the local paper online, and you go, we actually pay for it, but then you go to it and there's so many ads, and I know the newspaper business is tough now, and you want to support like the small local paper, but the sites end up becoming almost unreadable, because especially if it's on your iPad or something, and it's like keeps coming with a million pop-up ads, and you're trying to read the article and you can't even, like, I pay for this, I just want to read it, So
yeah. Oh, cool. Caves of Androzani's on. The greatest episode ever.
Cool.
Nice.
What's your favorite episode, Retro? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm not gonna post this link because I think that would get struck. But if anyone wants to find what Pablo's talking about, it's pi-hole, and it's pi-hole.net. So it's a Raspberry Pi, but I'm not gonna put that in the chat because I guess that probably might get zapped.
YouTube will zap it right away. So
Raspberry Pis are brilliant. You can just use them in so many applications. I mean, they're great. I mean, I use them in retro stuff all the time. I mean, especially for gaming, stuff like that. They're fantastic. And I've got mine sitting on me Sega Lindenberg motherboard out of the cab, and that emulates all the arcade controls. So I can play Outrun 2 anytime using an Xbox 360 controller, using a Raspberry Pi. Thanks to a great coder out there, Bobby D. You are a genius, dude. Fantastic. He wrote the code, so it emulates all the Sega Lindenberg and all like the Sega cabinets, all the arcade controls. You just program it up, drop in your keyboard mapping and joystick mapping, and you can just sit there and just plug it into your arcade motherboard. It's brilliant. It's great, and just play it like a regular console at home. It's fantastic.
So you just have the Pi. The Pi is like your arcade machine, basically.
Well, basically, it acts like a pass-through. So that links into the JVS standard, which is the cabinet controls.
Okay.
And then you've got your Xbox 360 controller plugged into your Pi, and the Pi boots up. It runs Linux, and it boots up. That runs, and then I've automated that so it just automatically logs in, and then it automatically runs like the application on boot up. And then it just boots up my arcade cabinet, and away you go, start playing Outrun 2.
Nice,
Cool.
That's it. And that way you can use a modern controller, I guess. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to like hack the motherboard operating system to get it to play. It's brilliant.
Wow.
The dude's brilliant. Yeah, Bobby D, absolutely brilliant. If you want to look at arcade controllers, go and have a look at his setup. Well recommended.
That's amazing, man.
We should do a show on that. That would be a cool retro gaming show. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my pride pieces in my retro collection. So it's basically it is out of an Outrun 2 cab.
Wow.
So we used to you sit down in the Ferrari. So it's basically one of those. But yeah. I've got a 32-inch TV at home. I've got that plugged into that, so I can play that anytime I want. Got it on free play. Cool.
That's awesome.
By the way, Retro, do you like the Dreamcast?
Oh, I've got a Dreamcast. I've got it posted on one of my tweets. I've got a Dreamcast, and I've got the SD card emulated it. Yeah, I've got that.
That's amazing. I was saying because the Raspberry Pi 4 actually holds a lot of.
It's powerful enough to
for Dreamcast, it's amazing. Yeah. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, I can't recommend it. Anyone out there who's into retro gaming, probably like Pablo, myself, Jed, Marc, definitely go for the Raspberry Pi. You can do so many great things with them.
Yes,
absolutely fantastic. well worth a look at. And there's
Nice.
so many tutorials out there on the internet. So if you're stuck, you'll find somewhere and someone out there that'll give you an actual video on how to set these things up. There's loads of them. It's really good fun, absolutely brilliant.
And the best part is
yeah,
cheap. It's
yeah,
cheap as dirt.
and it's a great sense of achievement as well once you got it set up. So you can have all your old retro consoles on there. You know, your SNES, your Nintendo 64, your Dreamcast, PlayStation, you know, PSP. Great. Get out there and get all your retro games. Get a Raspberry Pi. Definitely.
Yes.
Great tip. Yeah, I've done MAME before on a PC.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The Raspberry Pi sounds like a great way. Yeah, and it's portable. You have a little.
It is. Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the set-top arcade boards will run on a Raspberry Pi 4. I mean, you can get away with running them on a Raspberry Pi 3B plus, but definitely go for a 4 because it's more powerful. You know, absolutely fantastic. Can't recommend it enough. If you definitely want to get into retro gaming, definitely the way to go. Serious, good stuff. Go on,
awesome, brother.
Get your pies. Get your pie.
Everyone get a pie.
Yeah.
Well, I use one for my 3D printer to like send all the commands, and it's called Octoprint with, and then you have a Raspberry Pi for each printer if you have multiple, and then you can control the printer remotely or in the other room, and you can set up a webcam with it and upload all your files and do all kinds of cool stuff.
Such a brilliant, versatile device. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. You know, that's basically, I mean, I built a small, tiny interface for mine, literally just involving a couple of diodes, a little tiny jumper lead that's plugged into the GPIO port, and I say that then runs all the joystick controls. And the arcade machine boots up happily because it sees that it thinks it's plugged into the arcade control board. It's brilliant, fantastic.
Great.
That's awesome. Well, I want to say this because I know Marc's got to go. He's got to go for work tomorrow.
If you want to, guys, keep going.
I actually have to jump too. So
we all
do. Good time to, we said we're going to go an hour and a half, and we had so much fun. We're 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So
I know you guys got to go. I know Pablo's probably got to go, and I know you got to go. Me and Retro probably would be talking all night though. And I know, Mike, though, you got to get some sleep too.
Yeah, buddy. Yep.
Okay, so yeah. Well, everybody, thank you for coming. Pablo, you wanna anything?
Oh yeah, Midnight Edge Español. If you like Spanish or you want to learn, well, my channel, Geek Tropology, where yesterday I had Tom from Midnight Edge, and I showed him Mexican novellas, which was kind of interesting.
I love those so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I guess that's it.
Oh. And Marc, do you want to?
Well, I was gonna say, what Pablo is there a separate chat? Can you put the link for the Midnight's Edge?
Oh yes,
I'll
put it on the.
I'll post yours.
Yeah.
Your Geek Tropology. Let me. And then I've got my own channel, which I do sometimes, toy reviews and Micronauts and that kind of cool stuff, and maybe some 3D printing things, toy repair. And then we'll show some of the stuff on this channel too, but I'll go into more detail on my channel if you're interested in that kind of stuff. So I'll post the link. In the next video I'm going to do is I printed a Doomsday machine because I had to have one when Claude and Raquel were reviewing it. So she really wants a copy of that. So she wanted to know how I printed it and painted it. So next video will be probably on Tuesday. We're looking forward to show how we did that, so you can make your own Doomsday machine.
Cool.
Retro?
Yeah, again, I'm generally just hanging out on the channel there with Jed, so that's where you'll catch me. Just drop us a tweet or anything if you.
Yeah, just drop. And if you guys ever want to have a chat with us, want to come on some week, drop me, Retro, Marc, or even Mike, or or Ash, but Ash, sometimes Ash isn't around, so Yeah, he's probably sleeping. He's either gaming or sleeping. So
he is looking at that sexy vampire on Resident Evil Village.
I know he's looking at those big old titties and wish he could have them in his face. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we do have an email, like Mark said. Marc is, Marc's been helping us a lot, so we have a email. If you guys want to email stuff, Marc will get to it, and he'll let me know if there's anything interesting that we need to let me know about. So, and then Mike.
Oh well, not big tonight since it's already Monday. Monday night, 8 p.m. Central. Monday night, Mark C. Comics Talk. It would have been the birthday of their late, great, wonderful pal, Mark C. So, in his honor tonight, since it is a comics show, we will, my friend Steve Mitchell will join me, and we will talk, to honor Mark C., we will talk about his favorite comic book artist, John Byrne, because he was a big fan of John Byrne and loved him. And so we'll do that. We'll talk about the career and the art of that legendary comic book artist, the favorite one of Mark C. Wednesday night, it'll be Open Geek Talk, same time, 8 p.m. Central. And then Thursday, everyone, join us, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Global Geek Gang as we assemble and gather to geek out for a lot of fun. And then, of course, every Saturday night, the wonderful Raquel Briggs and I are reviewing all of Star Trek, 9 p.m. Central. So.
Yeah, like I said before, Pablo and Mike, they're pop culture archivists because they've basically been there since the start anyway. So they're like, I know they do their own stuff and on their own channels, but like with Mark and everybody else, they're part of the gang too. So he comes on every Sunday. Mike comes on a lot. So besides Steven had to do his own thing. Steven had been here tonight, but he had some other stuff, but that's cool. But these two gentlemen right here, they've been with us from the start too, with me and Retro from the start. Maybe we want to skip like 1 week because me and him were going back and look at the videos. So, but yeah, originally me and Retro started this. We were just like, it was just a screw around channel basically, and then it turned into something else. So
something good,
like,
something wonderful.
Like Pablo is like he basically is a pop culture archivist, and so is Mike. So yeah, so because he was here from the start, and then Mike was like, and you don't forget the Global Geek Game. That's the show me and Mike started because we were like, we wanted to do a show together, but then I was like, well, we have a lot of friends. Shouldn't we bring our friends on too? So, and then it's turned into this huge thing. This last week, there was Tom and Andre from Midnight's Edge on there. So we have a little bit of surprises every single week on Global Geek Gang, just like we do here. So, and there's a lot more stuff coming up. So
we have to thank Keith from Pop Culture Minefield for being on. Yep.
We got to thank Keith, Polly, anything else, Mark?
Ironcaster was here.
Ironcaster.
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else we got?
Nerdportio Lifeform in the chat.
Yeah. And we got Snorted Poopus.
Yep.
You are a good girl.
And we Pat S.
Oh, we had Offworld Adam was a new visitor.
Yeah. So
cool.
So
Zach.
Yeah. So
Tim Myers was here. Yep.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm getting used to this stuff. It's tough to see this chat as you're trying to do a show. And
I have it on the phone because but then I have it on the tablet. I can see it on the tablet better.
I have it on another monitor too. But Mike, I know last night I got to give you credit because I don't know how you catch all those reviews. I mean, it's not easy when you're starting.
I missed some. Remember, I was missing.
But I know, but there's just so many now, and it's not easy to catch. So
I feel terrible when I miss one.
Nah, but that's because you do such a great show. But I can see how tough. But if anyone hasn't watched that Saturday Night Trek show, make sure you get there for the last. Well, always should be there every week, but it's the last 5 episodes of the original series.
Next week. Yeah, this Saturday will be the last of a original series, and on to the animated series after that. So,
Yep.
Thanks for having so much fun. Yeah.
And you can always go watch I think you've got a list on you've got a playlist too for the old, if you've missed them.
Yeah.
So go watch those. A lot of fun.
Yeah, and I cannot say this enough. Go. I will say this: even if you can't speak Spanish, go support Pablo and them over at Midnight's Edge, Espinal, please, press, because we want to see them do good things. And I hate that there are certain people that are on Twitter and other communities. There's like, well, they're not inviting to other cultures, dude. We've had other people. Like Polly is a good friend of ours. Pablo is a good friend of ours. We have so many people like Keith from Pop Culture Minefield that you're like, oh, you guys are all rating on. We have all the cultures here basically, almost every week.
Man,
so
in this community, I have had the best support I have maybe ever had in my life. So
and
great game.
It just and I want, and this is me. I want the Midnight's Edge Espinal to do really well, and I know it's going to do really well because they got good guys behind it. So go subscribe to them. They're just starting out.
Thank you.
And I think a tip too, guys, if you're watching on Rewind too. I know the guys in chat, but you got to watch 5 minutes of now. I think of a video.
Yeah,
Fat Steam was saying that, and that's if you subscribe and don't watch 5 minutes, they're going to unsub you, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, really?
And so please, if you do go to any of our channels, like mine, Pablo's, Marc's, Retro's, anybody, well, me and Retro share the channel, so, Midnight's Edge, Espinal, or any of these, please watch for 5 minutes because we don't want it to get booed. And then I got several people this week going me, well, I subscribed to you, but then you disappeared. That's the reason why. That's their new thing. That's how they're trying to get people.
That's nuts.
Okay, so please, or at least if you need to do something, just keep it on for 5 minutes. Go and do something else.
That means while you're doing the washing up.
That means you'll be stuck to the channel unless they kick you off again. So
right.
I just give everyone a way to just leave videos playing in the background on your cell phone. So I do
it a lot too. I'll stop on someone if I can't watch it. I'll at least give them the watch. And if I'm
watch and like,
Oh, and then we have Vigilante Renegade and everybody else that came in tonight too. I can't forget those brothers.
Absolutely.
So,
yep.
So,
all right, great hanging out with everyone.
All right, everybody.
Cool.
Take care.
Good night. Good morning.
See you soon, everyone.